Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. You are listening to watching the Clockwise Court, our Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition actual play here on Happy Jack's RPG. I am your storyteller, Adam, and I have a fraction of my players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Who do
indeed.
I have? Hello.
Hang on one sec.
It's cold and alone here in the room.
Yeah, that's weird. You have, I can't, this is weird.
Oh, yeah.
You have Gina. Hi, guys. And I am playing Charlie, who is our Selkie. And I have a lovely chimerical companion named Guppy, who is an adorable puppy.
Guppy the puppy.
Yeah.
Puppy. My name is Jim, and I'll be playing Maimrie, your friendly neighborhood pixie. She is mischievous and teenaged and fun and loving life. And that's the way that goes.
Yes. And we will soon have Clara, who is playing Fallon, our troll. She will be here eventually. Rob is not with us tonight, which is fine because we hate him.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
I miss Rob. Yeah.
I know. It's not true. We love him. And actually, I miss his terrible, terrible jokes when he's not around. So I was re-listening to last episode all day today, and he had a couple of really choice ones, like, did he do that on porpoise?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was.
All the dad
bad.
jokes do flow out of that.
Yes, right. Extensive dad jokes. Anyway, but we're going to jump right into it. Even with partial players, we have plenty of things that we can talk about and do. When we last left off, Maimrie and Tommy and Fallon were still back up at the manor, dealing with all of the townsfolk, wondering what to do about this dead King David and who would ascend and what this riddle that had appeared on the statue meant. The riddle, kingdom come and king come down, when the past has come to port. Jewel crown lost and trinket found, the fall will rise from Clockwise Court. Nice sound effect there.
I turned me off.
Oh, okay. So last episode, we had our quadruple, our
quartet?
Our quartet. That's the word I'm looking for. Wow.
Yay, music.
Yes. Our quartet of main characters were trying to meet with the townsfolk and explain to them, or try to calm them, help them figure out what to do next. It seems like the plaque with the riddle on it has only appeared here and happened to appear just at the moment that High King David seems to have been assassinated, all the way on the other side of the continent. So these are obviously dangerous portents. One of the temporary guests from the who are visiting the area is
The Trods.
Yes, through the Trods, visiting this particular freehold in Port Estrella, our town, is a dashing, debonair, and handsome fae named Krister.
Oh, my boyfriend.
Yes, who seems to have become enamored with Charlie and vice versa.
Indeed.
And the two of them headed off away from the meeting and down to the shore. Maimrie, meanwhile, did some found a necklace that had been thrown out the window by Fallon in her botched magical trick. So you have a little aloe medallion on a platinum chain that seems to, at least on one occasion so far, has just like whipped a leaf out and tried to smack somebody. who knows what that is all about.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
I made Fallon from chase after me. And
Yeah.
Found it fair and square. It's not even...
Exactly. It fell from the sky. It's yours.
Yeah, I don't know what's up. I'm having a little trouble hearing, but we are bouncing fine and haven't heard, so yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Fallon, meanwhile, was having some difficulty with her internet searching, and received a very snarky offer of help from Nipnops, the local robotics professor that Fallon and that is rivals with Fallon. Tommy tried to smooth things over with Nipnops while Maimrie stole her wallet and played a few tricks. And then we go back to Charlie and Krister, who were diving around in the water, playing around, enjoying the aquatic friskiness that only a she and a Selkie could have in the water. Having some naughty adult times.
Yes.
More salt in the water.
And they kiss in the moonlight. It's very tender and sweet and very passionate.
Indeed.
And Krister says, "It's a shame I have to leave tomorrow."
Right. And I think Charlie was like, yo, what's up with that?
Yeah, a little surprised, because he
Yeah.
said he was hoping to stay for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then he said, "I believe my ride is here."
Correct.
And we will describe that in a moment. But right now, Maimrie, back up at the manor, you've replaced Nipnop's wallet in her Tesla after working your tricksy pixie magic, and you start to head back in when you notice a deep fog roll in over the entire bay, and there's a ghostly glow coming from the opening of the trod just out in the water, and as the darkness sets over us, there is the fog seems to almost magically creep in and cover so much of the bay, and all you can see are ghostly lights, and you see huge ghostly glow come out of the sky just above the ocean, and slowly descend down into the water and begin sailing up to the edge of the dock, and the foghorn sounds out over the entire town.
Behold!
Holy crap!
It is I,
Kimono it all.
Captain Reginald von Hornsby, Captain of the Clown Jewel, fastest ship in the Baron's fleet.
You all hear echoing out over the bay as the ship pulls up, and you see a beautiful anthropomorphic unicorn standing on the prow of this beautiful, ghostly glowing ship cutting through the fog.
Kimmy, I'm going to touch it during the thing because I didn't know there was a tall man sitting across from me.
Wait. No, don't. What?
I have to get the mohawk. It's required.
Mohawk.
Okay, we're good. Usually we don't touch the cameras during but I want the mohawk.
So,
Let me get your,
can you describe Captain Reginald von Hornsby?
Can you put on a microphone first and then describe Captain?
Yeah, and we're turned on.
I'll say.
Yeah.
I know I am.
For those of you not on face mics, you're going to know the
There's
voice.
some chest baredness
Yeah,
here.
there
and
is.
Frankly, keeping to the
Yeah.
nautical theme, I'm
Yeah.
at half mast already.
Yeah. And a beautiful,
Right?
gorgeous, matching the hawk.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, Captain Hornsby is like the shape of a satyr, right? Where they have the like
Digitigrade
legs and some animal features, except instead of being from a goat, he's clearly from a unicorn. Has a long, sort of iridescent horn from his forehead, and
Nice.
the digitigrade white furred legs.
with hooves.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not do that.
Excellent.
And is otherwise dressed in various sort of adventuring nonsense. Like it certainly has a satchel,
Yeah.
and a cutlass or a sword, probably a cutlass, and but I mean, he just looks like he looks like an air pirate, but from a long time ago.
Yeah.
And you're turned on, right? On the on.
T.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say because we've been having.
This-
Yeah.
This is amazing, incredible, and anybody like you have to come see the glory that is Jason
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
By the way, Jason Mills, guest star.
Yeah.
Famous game designer and special guest at Strategicon.
That's right.
Cheers.
That's
I'm
right.
glad I didn't talk
Cheers.
about you, except I was going to say nice things because I was very excited about.
She was going to say nice things, wink, wink.
No, I was. I see friends of yours, and then I automatically assume I can just discuss your life with them. I was going to say I was enjoying vicariously your time at Gen Con.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly private.
It's hard to be in this day and age.
I know. What Gina is now realizing is that she and I were sitting here talking for a good 15 minutes or so with Jason hiding in the sound booth.
At least.
Yeah.
That is
but
you are a patient man.
I actually couldn't hear you guys very well, so I wasn't creeping too hard.
I thought Stu was asleep in there then. When you came out at first, I was like, no, that doesn't look like Stu.
So the end of my line is...
Yes.
I return to you with the riches and glory promised when I took command of this vessel. Call the Baron Morgan. Tonight we feast.
And you hear this echo out over the entire bay. You recognize that it's only through the dreaming, that the mortals are not hearing this. But it echoes in all of your brains and through your glamour senses as this ship rolls up to the dock, and there's a bustle of activity as maybe 24 men, women, and other types of fae start streaming over the side and roping up the ship to the
they're
dock.
called
and
sailors or...
seamen?
That's...
Seamen.
Yeah. Sea people, I suppose.
Yes, sea people, yeah.
See people.
Being PC.
Did this turn up, is this a clean glass?
It's
That is a clean glass.
Was it here when you... Well, I'm going to
No, I
just
always
put tequila in
glass
it.
people up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got a glass. You didn't even know I was going to be here, and you got me a glass.
I forgot.
That's
Rob wasn't
kind.
going to be here.
Or you presciently
I did,
realized the seat had to be filled.
Your
that is
demigod's
Yeah.
Massive amounts of
magic
intuition.
is working its
Yeah.
way through that door.
Magic already worked its way through that door.
That was about the most exciting thing that's happened in this room since. Wow. I'm super excited. Oh, you're good.
Yes. So Krister grabs Charlie by the hand, and he kind of has a big smile on his face, and he says, "I knew there was a reason I had to come here tonight. Come along, come meet my friend."
Who is that stunning individual?
That is Captain Reginald von Hornsby,
Wow.
one of the most beautiful creatures to have ever graced this planet.
Clip clop.
Oh, that word doesn't do justice. Wow. Yeah, please.
Magnificent, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Come along.
Sure. She's not even really paying attention. He's probably trying to offer his arm,
he's
and
like-
she's
yeah.
just like, wow. Is there a gangplank or a... How do we get up there?
Well, so you guys were kind of in the water
Yeah.
at the beach, just a little ways away from the dock,
Yeah.
and he starts he takes your hand and starts walking with you back up onto the beach.
Okay.
His clothes reappear, and he starts walking with you up towards the dock, approaching. Captain Hornsby, I love you so much. I was like, sorry, we'll talk more out of game in a little bit. So you come to your seamen.
Mm-hmm. Ship full of them.
Ship full of
yes.
seamen.
Start roping down the Clown Jewel,
Mm-hmm.
this magnificent ship that you've brought back
Wait,
to Baron Morgan.
Did you say it's called the Clown Jewel?
Yes,
Yes.
the Clown Jewel.
That's fabulous.
And to be clear, it came down out of the sky and
Yeah.
into the water.
Yeah.
Sort of
Yes.
Star Blazers style.
I was going to say Fantasy Island
No,
pontoon
Star Blazers
plane.
style.
Star Blazers.
Yeah.
Space Battleship
This-
Yamato.
I was
Yeah.
just going
All
to
the
say
way.
Battleship Yamato.
Yeah, people of my
Queen
heart.
Saoirse
Don't
Yeah.
know either
of
those.
Iskandar.
Oh boy.
And
I
Derek
mean, don't go back and
Wildstar.
watch it. It's going to be a garbage watch now.
Okay.
Oh, no.
But-
There's a
No.
new live-action movie that is freaking fantastic.
Really?
Yes.
Plus, I have them on DVD.
Oh, do they hold up?
I don't know. I have a soft
Okay,
spot for them.
well,
Plus,
anyway.
the
So, yeah.
character's named Derek Wildstar. Like,
Yeah, full
that's,
on, dude.
that's great.
yeah,
man.
my first
So-
anime crush.
Yeah. So you clop to the end of the dock towards the boardwalk, and things have changed. You look around, and there are what seem like a billion lights. And these don't look like gas lamps. These look like that new thing, electricity, that you've heard about. But how can there be so many millions of them in this small town of maybe 300 or 400 people?
I snap my voice across the deck. Westmoreland is my first mate.
Yes.
Your calculations were off.
Yes, Captain. They clearly were.
God damn it.
I could have sworn I wound that clock right. Seems I was mistaken, Captain.
A year and a day, I said.
Aye, Captain. A year and a day. That's what 100 years and 100 days. There seem to have been some extra zeros that we've accumulated.
Fuck.
I believe you're late, sir.
I suppose I rather am. Oh, the Baron's gonna be very annoyed with me.
He'll be quite cross indeed.
He probably won't be that mad.
Hello.
Hello.
I try to sort of like shove Westmoreland
Yeah.
over. Like he knows what to do in this situation.
Total handshake. Like,
Hello.
hello.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I am so charmed right now. You don't even know. My name is Charlie. You
Charlie?
are.
Well, you may call me Reggie.
Hey, Reggie.
Hello, Reggie.
Krister. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, too.
I guess it's been a long time.
It's been quite a long time.
My...
It's been so long, the Baron's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The lovely and intelligent and charming Charlie is now one of the stewards of Port Estrella.
Oh, I see.
I'm a little bit in charge.
You'll just
With my
have to
friend Fallon.
give me a moment. The Baron was a close personal friend of mine, you realize.
I'm so sorry. Do you need a hug?
I do.
I do too. So hugs. Hug.
For anyone noticing, Krister is actually very sweetly bemused by all of this. He
Yeah.
thinks it's lovely that you two are hitting it off.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'll try and pull him into a hug too.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah,
This is
absolutely.
an emotional moment.
It is.
Yes, yeah.
All the
No.
hugging energy you can get.
Super hugging, very thruple-y.
Mm.
Yay.
He whispers, "I love you both 3,000."
Aw.
You see the hubbub of the ship behind you. You see sailors of all different stripes. Some of them are mortals. Some of them are clearly Fae. All commoner Fae, no she.
This is on the ship.
This is coming. They're on the
Okay.
ship. They're all dressed in sort of that stereotypical kind of pirate garb that you would expect from 100 years ago or more.
Really,
Okay.
like late 1800s.
Late
so
1800s,
more
yeah.
than 100 years.
Yeah. So 200 years ago or so. Was it
Well,
120?
Yeah, whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, it could be
Yes.
1919 if you want.
Right. So they're all dressed in kind of what you would expect, and from a pirate movie kind of thing, and they're carrying off crates and barrels and crates and barrels procured from the bed, the bath, and beyond.
Indeed.
And unloading them onto pallets on the dock, starting to load them up as though they're preparing to
Okay.
offload and deliver them. Maimrie, you see this massive, old, and beautiful ship come in.
I have used my medallion,
Yes.
which allows me to shapeshift into an animal.
Yes.
I have made the roll with 2
Nice.
successes. I will shift into a parrot, and I
Ooh.
will fly towards the ship, and I will land on your shoulder.
Whoa.
God, I love you, Jim. I love you so much. You could have said I botched it, and I still would have bought it. Like
I'm happy to roll at the end.
nope. I'm so 100% on board with this.
Just parrot, just this beautiful plumed macaw just sort of lands on the shoulder.
So, do I know that this is a changeling person, or is this just a big bird that landed on me? I don't know how this works entirely.
Did you bring a character sheet?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it's behind you because I handed it to you earlier surreptitiously.
Oh my God, you guys are so good at
Yeah.
Skullduggery.
Skull-
Look at that.
Well, Jason gets his character sheet out. I texted Jason last night, and I'm like, "Hey, would you like to guest star?" And he's like, "Of course I would." And so I kind of told him the setup, and I'm like, "Here's what happened at the end." I'm like, "I have no idea who's on that ship," and he goes, "I do." We had a lot of fun talking this over last night and
That's
coming
awesome.
up with a bunch of amazing ideas. So why don't you roll perception plus kenning?
All right. Can I borrow some dice
Yes.
here? Kenning's a skill.
It's a
It's
talent.
a talent.
Right,
yes.
right. Well, I'm not very good at this.
Oh, that's fine.
That's all right.
I think you're very good at it.
This isn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're awesome at it. 2 successes.
Sixes.
I just bumped this.
Yeah. Hey, there you
I'm
go.
sure it's
Oh,
fine.
8 and 9.
I'm
So
gonna
two
share
suc-
dice
two
with
successes.
you.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't get a really clear sense of what kind of changeling it is, but it's clearly not a regular animal, and it's clearly not a chimera.
Well, especially when he goes,
A
"Our
little bit more.
Ivasti, let's take our hook to the boy."
And who do I have the privilege of meeting?
He goes, and the parrot sort of looks at him quizzically and goes, "Announce yourself, Squawk."
Mine.
Fine.
The bird just sort of turns his head sideways, blinks at you a couple of times, and just kind of shrugs.
Because the bird's like, whatever.
Don't care.
You'll see that Port Estrella is every bit as interesting as it was the last time you were here.
And a bit more complicated, I'd say.
I would say as well.
So you're the steward of the city.
One of them. This is one of the others.
Poof. I just go back. It's like, what the hell are you doing with this cockamamie ship in my town?
Maimrie, be polite to our guests.
Well, and also, as you changed, I would have,
Maimrie's whatever.
held out my hand in case you were, I don't know, in a...
She shakes it.
balance,
Like,
yeah.
She shakes it in a very sort of like matter-of-fact sort of way. Like, yeah. Pleasantries. Okay. But still,
Yeah.
there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. And you just sort of poof, show up with a ghost ship.
In fact, not ghosts. I don't care for them, and I will make that well known.
Gee, Scoop, don't care about the semantics. Just want to figure out what you're doing here.
I return home after a too long voyage. We were supposed to be going for a year and a day, and my first mate, I sort of like just give him the evil eye across the deck,
Whoa, what?
has completely miscalculated the navigation, and we were gone much longer than was intended.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
That is correct, Westmoreland.
And he grabs a barrel of rum and just a jug of and starts glugging.
I don't want to hear from you until tomorrow.
Before
Aye, Captain.
hey, before anybody disembarks from this thingy, let's go to your cabin so we can catch up on what's been going on.
A splendid idea, Maimrie. Your ingenuity and leadership never ceases to amaze me, and I've only known you such a brief time.
That's
I-
Maimrie's pretty smart.
Yeah, I feel firmly patted on the head. Let's move on.
well, that's a ringing endorsement as far as I'm concerned. Right this way, and the cabin is the sort of richly appointed, silks and pillows and,
Hey,
all
this
sorts
is pretty nice.
of, very fancy hammock.
You see a portrait of Baron Morgan in 19th century garb hanging on the wall, looking quite young, like as young as Maimrie is.
I actually walk up to the picture and kind of like caress it lightly, and I go, "Aw, he looks so young in this picture."
It winks at you,
Ah,
gives
He's
a little
so
thumbs
cute.
up.
okay, this place is freaking miraculous and lovely. I like it.
Then it goes back to being still.
Looking forward to seeing my friend again. I'm told he's
Well,
passed.
Let's technically, yeah. Look,
In actuality, yeah.
yeah. Let's just say that he was petrified by banality. He is now in the form of statue, and
Oh, I
He
see.
died protecting Port Estrella, though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go, he went like a badass.
Well, I will visit him at sunrise then and pay my respects.
I
But
believe he'd like that.
in the interim, there were 4 Fae, she and I included, Charlie and I included, that sort of inherited stewardship of this town. So we're kind of in charge. But more importantly speaking, where have you been for the past 100 years? Just traveling?
We were sailing, but it wasn't 100 years for us.
Oh yeah, the dreaming can be weird like that.
Yes.
Okay.
We have, and he sort of kicks a chest at the end of the bed, or at the end of that hammock, and hello.
Hello.
Hey, it's a Clara.
Yay!
You
Our wayward
can
troll.
stay for a bit, though, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, and sorry. So he kicks the chest, and it like pops open, and there's like gold and jewels, and like this was meant to be for my friend Morgan. Perhaps it could benefit the town in some way.
That would
The
be
cork
lovely,
needs to
but
be off to be able to
more
pour
importantly,
the
and the
wine.
reason why I'm a little bit kind of freaky deakied out, because usually a cool ship like this shows up, I'm like, yay. King David has been recently assassinated,
Oh. Well,
and
This
everybody
just-
seems to be in a bit of a furor about things right now, and you would understand that after something like that happening, especially where there seems to be some kind of concentration of activity here in this town, why I would be, hey, kind of convenient you showed up right now.
Certainly.
What's going on?
conjure your truth-telling magics, and I will convey our entire tale.
I don't know that the truth is necessary.
Well, it would be within the realm of.
I don't think the truth is necessary. I mean, you think you might want to whisper that in the dude's ear? Come on, man. You're new here, there's crazy crap going on, and everybody's acting suspicious. Except for her, she's acting normal.
I suppose it's just that the truth
Who, me?
often gets in the way
Yeah.
of a good story.
Truth.
If you've never heard a tale woven by Captain Reginald von Hornsby, you have never heard a tale.
I would love to hear a tale.
I only
have
mean.
a tale?
I only mean to say I do not have a tale in this form.
Okay.
However, I want you to be assured that I had nothing to do with the king's death, and whatever I
course
can do
not.
to assure you of that is what I meant.
I think there's something in contracts that lets us do that.
I believe so. Yes.
I
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. While you guys look for that, Clara.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome, Clara.
I put all of my character sheets and info and there's a cheat sheet I made this afternoon in a nice little folder that is in my card. I'm not getting it now.
Yeah, you're
So I'm not going to do any magic tonight.
It's gonna be all RP, no rolling.
Fine.
I actually know most of my
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And if not, we're going to say it's
Yeah.
It's page 203, Jim, is contracts.
All right.
Do you want
So-
tequila?
And then you can,
Do you want wine?
yes.
figure
can't
out where
tequila.
there you're on 230, 15.
So, Fallon, you're back up at the manor,
Yep.
and you're checking your tablet for more of the search results. Tommy had gone off to make peace with Nipnops. Maimrie disappeared. Charlie has been gone for a while.
I was wondering about that.
Yes. Were you listening in when? You
yes,
arrived?
I was.
Okay, cool. So you kind of know sort of the.
Well, you did get my entrance then.
I did.
Oh, thank goodness.
I actually screamed in the car. I was like,
So, so back in the captain's quarters, Krister says, "Would you excuse me a moment? There's probably someone else that you should meet.
Of course, my dear.
Do you have a quill?"
Westmoreland will.
Westmoreland.
I don't think I even have a writing desk in here. Like, there's like the bed, there's a hammock, obviously, and like pillows, and
just all places to lounge.
yeah,
So uncivilized.
it's a lounge.
And
Writing is for other people to do.
he pulls out of his inside jacket pocket a Sharpie, and he draws a circle on the wall about a human sized, and there's a shimmering as the circle opens up into a room back at the manor, and Fallon is sitting there on her tablet when a little shimmery circle opens up in front of her, and Krister, whom you met earlier,
Briefly, yes.
sort of pokes his head in and says, "Excuse me, Miss Fallon, or Ms.
That's
Fallon,
correct.
Mr. Fallon, Mix Fallon,
Oh, hey, it's Fallon. Hi, Fallon.
Miss works just fine for now.
Miss Fallon, would you join us? I believe you need to meet my friend Captain Hornsby."
Sure.
Oh my God, Fallon sticks
all-
her face in that thing. You need to come down here right now.
Yeah, dude.
Like, seriously.
This ship is like freaking awesome.
It's fantastic.
Where are you?
We're over by the bay, man.
And
Just,
he sticks his hand out. He says, "You can just walk through."
No, Fallon's gonna get. I get up and without touching Krister, like walk through.
Okay,
Cool.
yeah.
That's
And you walk
fine.
through, and you're in a captain's cabin.
This is normal though.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, yeah.
As normal as
Yeah.
Changeling gets.
Yeah.
indeed.
I don't sense Tommy.
He got called for work.
I see. Okay. Well, at least the three of you are here.
We do have a quorum.
Yes. You're all
sorts.
quite
Hello.
wise.
Hi.
Reginald von Hornsby, it's a pleasure.
I'm sure it is.
This like too long eye contact.
Too long eye contact. Like you probably put your hand out.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Can you describe yourself again?
Me?
Yeah. I was seriously, this is for Gina, the player, because I was.
Yeah.
Don't look at my camera because I'm just like catching flies for like 47 seconds. Because I was just like literally awestruck.
Yeah. So he's taller than me. He's like, I don't know, like 6'3" or something.
yeah.
Yeah, like really tall. broad shoulder, narrow waist. There's probably a lot of abs under his pirate shirt.
Yes.
You can
This
tell.
is an Adam game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all
at least
hot.
7 or 8, probably.
We're all hot.
But has the digitigrade white satyr legs with hooves, and but is wearing basically capris because
The pirate pants.
yeah pirate pants and a flowy open Reggie's shirt is open. I do not feel comfortable wearing my shirt as open as he is wearing it.
We can almost see his navel.
Yeah.
If there was a navel, we don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
With how long is your hair?
He has a long sort of, it's functionally a mohawk. It's a white mane
I just noticed your mohawk is.
and an
Unicorn.
iridescent unicorn's horn from his forehead.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little lower down than mine is, but there are limitations.
Dear listeners, Jason's hair is styled into what can
Yeah.
only be described as a horn,
Yep.
It is.
It's blue.
and it's blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's sort of that iridescent oil on water color.
Yeah.
And otherwise, sort of broad jaw, not really horsey features in the face, but yeah.
And that white mane.
Yeah, white mane, light
Beautiful
skin.
white
I'm sorry. All I can think is, no, sir, I don't like it.
And probably some pointed ears with tufts, white
yeah.
tufts.
Oh.
Cool.
The horse from Ren and
What
Stimpy.
color eyes?
Oh yeah.
Just solid black, horse
Nice.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Deep dark black eyes, like shark eyes.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Just nothing inside there.
God, I love this so much. Makes me so happy.
I know. I'm just keep describing yourself.
I'm not GMing tonight. I'm just basking in the glow
Yeah.
of my amazing friends. So.
And is otherwise wearing sort of has a satchel over one shoulder, a sword, a pistol. It just looks like he's ready to go out on the high seas.
Yep.
But from 100 years ago.
Fallon doesn't have a surprised face.
Okay.
You don't.
Yeah. And
And he is also casually, silently hitting on everyone around him. So it's
Yeah.
just up to you to decide how that reflects
Yeah.
back.
You have a lot of charisma.
Yeah.
yeah.
Excellent.
And none of these women are dressed anything remotely like what you would expect of women when you left.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember what I was wearing
Yeah.
before I left.
What was
before
it?
Oh yeah.
it's like a t-shirt that's too small because it's Charlie's and
Yeah.
athletic shorts.
So it's like
Oh my God.
90210
Yeah, this is
ish,
blowing my
mini
mind.
Yeah.
shirt.
This isn't even like they're in their undergarments.
Yeah.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is a whole new level of
Yeah.
what even
And
is
you
this?
probably are the fishnets and the
Yeah.
Probably actually right now, probably some jeans and probably
So
some
pants.
yeah.
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 And does Charlie wear pants? Or
Are you wearing
You were
clothes at all right
swimming.
now?
Yeah. What were you
Yeah,
doing?
you were swimming. Krister would have obviously let you stop to put on your clothes.
I would not
assuming
have
you wanted
stopped to put on my
No,
clothes.
Okay,
That's-
that's
'cause,
an
you're just-
unimportant detail.
yeah,
to you.
it is
Yeah.
an unimportant detail
Okay.
because we were. I was
Yeah.
sealing it up and
Yeah.
Okay.
We'd comment on it, but it's pretty normal for
Yeah.
Charlie.
So
Yeah.
you're just completely naked.
I'm completely naked.
I'm
This
going to
is all
retcon and
normal.
say
Yeah.
that Krister did not put on clothes either.
Yeah.
So that you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
2 knickknacks in my room.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a technical term.
Yes.
That is the
yeah.
technical term.
Yeah.
Fallon checks the portal to see if it closed. Maybe you can back out.
No, it's closed.
I figured.
Will anyone be mad if I take my scarf off?
No.
No.
How
It's
dare you?
very-
It is
Immersion
warm in
is
here. I
ruined.
turned it down, but I can get you a fan.
I'm good.
No, though.
No, thank you. Well, yeah, it's really just like a long shirt that
good.
I borrowed.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love it. So, Krister is just kind of
Nick.
sitting and being amused. He goes to a closet and grabs a sort of big blousy shirt and kind of tries to offer it to Charlie in case she wants it.
I imagine, once you want clothes, you have your clothes. Do you imagine that,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
no? Because when you're
Yeah.
changing,
Well, you've
I've got my
the whole
sealskin.
Selkie thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's the point maybe she would recognize that
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, probably should
Yeah.
put some clothes on and just,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's, yeah.
And and he manifests some clothing as
Excellent.
well. So,
Cool.
but yeah. So the five of you are here gathered in the captain's quarters.
Is that a pencil? No.
It's here's the pencil.
Bajillions.
I missed something.
Perhaps
What's this?
what?
Are you just pointing at
I-
stuff
yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sextant?
What does it do?
Well,
It's a navigational tool.
Yeah,
Oh,
very astute.
yeah. You use
That's-
the stars to tell direction you're going.
it's
I took a
really
picture of my chair.
pretty.
It was smart. Sorry.
Always do that.
It's shiny.
It was a gift from my close personal friend, the Baron Morgan.
He knows he's dead.
I'm gonna just. I don't know whether or not Lorenzo's paying attention, but I'm just gonna hold the Leatherman.
You
I'm not taking it out,
Yeah.
but I'm just holding it.
you know when you're like next to somebody and they're trying not to say anything out loud and they're just like elbowing you
Yeah.
and not even being subtle about it anymore.
Like it's wiggly.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
who's Lorenzo?
Huh?
Oh, Lorenzo's your weapon.
Lorenzo is both my mentor and my weapon.
Right, yes,
Yes.
okay, I remember that. I was trying to do
Yes.
research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was a friend of the Baron, but not a friend of Krister.
yes.
Oh, I
and
see.
who knows what he did with Maggie.
Yes. But yeah.
And I don't know why he's a sword, but we've decided he's a sword.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
like it.
things shit happens.
Yeah.
It's-
But if a Leatherman tool can elbow you, you're being elbowed over and over and over again. What do you usually do to talk to Lorenzo when it's time to actually talk?
So the last time we did this, the whole Zweihander had to come out and get stabbed into the ground in that very cool Crusader-looking position.
That's what I.
Except the part where I don't want to stab someone else's ship.
yeah, I mean, the floors are freshly buffed, so...
Can you excuse me for like a second?
Of course.
I'm gonna walk to a corner.
Be at your ease. If there's anything we can bring you to make you more comfortable,
Nah,
please let me know.
It's fine. It's fine.
Westmoreland!
I'm just going to walk.
Yes, Captain.
Bring us drinks and food without me managing to see you in the process.
Aye, Captain. I'll have the cabin boy deliver it immediately.
I'm just like shouting through the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna retreat to the most empty corner of the room.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea which one that is, but it
There's-
doesn't really matter.
There's actually one of those trifold screens with
Oh, wonderful.
the Chinese
Oh, yeah.
calligraphy painted on it. And,
Yep.
all right, yeah.
And just hold the
Dressing
Leatherman.
screen.
I don't know if this is going to work, but I don't care. What the fuck do you want?
Let me at him! The bastard let me at him!
I could throw you at him, but I don't think you'll do much damage.
Reginald von Hornsby! How dare he show his face here again!
Is that loud or just...
Yeah, could I be
Is that
eavesdropping on this?
I think we can't hear
yeah,
it.
You guys can't
Yeah.
hear.
Only
Okay.
Fallon
That's
can
fine.
hear
We need
it.
to figure out a way to make you hear him, but right now it's like
Yeah.
No,
you
that's
can
fine.
hear
It's
Fallon.
funny,
Fallon
yeah.
does not care.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what was it Fallon just said?
I could throw you at him, but it wouldn't help.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't do much.
Medium concern.
No! Swing me at his midsection that I might disembowel him for his foul deeds.
Foul deeds, like foul deeds.
Foul deeds.
See,
Okay, on a scale of like stole your girlfriend to like killed the king, what are we looking at?
Stole my girlfriend!
Oh, okay, fine. I'm gonna put you away then.
Sweet Penelope! Dead. Dead. Dead! That's what I want him to be for stealing Penelope from me.
Syntax. Okay,
It's a lot of mixed signals there. Out of character.
syntax. We speak English.
I'm speaking English.
I know.
Music. Maybe music. Music?
Could you quickly explain the situation before I swing you at him?
An explanation is more than he deserves.
Yes, but it's less than what I deserve. Wait. I deserve more from that.
But it's precisely what I
That's
deserve.
precisely what I need.
Do you have a pause for a moment? Do you have a
bar cart? Of course I do.
Yes, of course you do. Do you have a phonograph or something to make music, or would it be would you call
Oh,
in?
no, we have a band.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I start playing some music on my phone.
What is
Like,
this?
she's bored out of her mind. She's just on
Yeah.
her phone anyway. So, oh yeah, that sounds good.
Excellent.
Spotify.
What is
Music.
this sorcery? I am uncomfortably close unless you.
Zit,
are-
zit,
yeah,
zit.
okay. That's,
Sit. 3-foot bubble.
well, very well. I just take a,
She learned wisely.
I take a click, clop, back,
I have music,
and
too.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Where is this coming from? What enchantment is it?
Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll have to look into this magic.
Oh my god,
You're-
sorry.
So
You
much you'll
definitely
need to
need to
see,
stay.
Reginald. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well,
Besides, Reginald, the Clockwise court is supposed to come back.
Oh, yeah.
is
There
it,
was a message by your friend. By the statue.
was it away when I left?
The Clockwise court had not been summoned in quite some time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it was. Yeah. All right.
Yes. So, yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy sauce.
Yeah. The Clockwise court only appears in times of great need for great change among the Fae.
Well,
Yeah.
it seems like you have a good handle on things here. I did promise my crew a party, a feast, actually, is what I promised them. Is that possible to arrange? Stewards of what's the town called?
Port Estrella.
Yeah, stewards of Port Estrella. I
Totally.
beseech you.
Well, yeah. Postmates. Party.
Besides, Maggie's a better cook than anyone.
Yeah.
I was just saying right now.
Don't let him near my sweet Maggie.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna need a story with a beginning, a middle, and an end if you want me to do anything. We've discussed this.
What is... I'm going to peek around the side. What's going on back here?
Lorenzo's freaking out.
You
No.
hear her say Lorenzo, obviously.
I don't know.
And this is someone I know.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
When you
maybe
left,
What's his
Head in?
last name?
That's
So,
what I'm
um,
not Selkie.
Lorenzo de Medici.
We do not have that kind of relationship.
So when Reginald was here last 100
Yeah.
years ago, Lorenzo and Baron Morgan were the closest of friends. Lorenzo and Baron Morgan and Reginald and Krister actually were all quite good friends, although Lorenzo and the Baron more so than any. Penelope was one who was infatuated with Lorenzo, or at least Lorenzo was infatuated with her.
That's what Lorenzo's telling Fallon.
Yes, yeah. Reggie, what really happened between you and Penelope?
Oh, I stole her from Lorenzo because she wanted to be with me. I mean, you can't steal someone who doesn't want to go.
Right, yes. Yeah.
So I made myself available, and she preferred my company.
Yes.
Well,
As one does.
Yeah.
Dead! Dead!
Okay, so.
But I mean, Lorenzo and I were together for a while too, so
That's also.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
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 not surprising.
Unsurprising from any of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then there was me and Krister for a while,
Yes.
And-
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Morgan,
And Morgan. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Krister,
Westmoreland.
and Morgan.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Westmoreland is staff.
Oh, we draw a line. Okay.
And do you remember young Maggie, who is the beautiful young Boggin that followed you to Port Estrella
How
and
could I
chose
forget?
to stay?
Oh
How
no.
could I forget?
Yeah.
Is she gone too?
Huh?
Is she gone too? Is Maggie
Oh no.
alive?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Meg is the feast maker.
She
probably.
takes care of the manor.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, what a high honor for her. There's no one. I couldn't think of anyone better to do it.
She's awesome at it.
Let me at him.
I will
Draw me and thrust me into his guts.
I will put you in a drawer.
Not in a drawer.
I'm sorry.
Not you.
Yeah.
It's just
My sword.
Let me speak.
Lorenzo.
Let me scream at him. Let me yell bloody murder
Like,
at his
the-
bloody guts.
Apparently
Do you
having
mean-
a
I'm still
tantrum.
behind the screen, but clearly
Yeah.
I'm just I'm ignoring
yeah,
the
I'm
fact.
just
I'm
hearing
Actually,
it.
I want to
talk,
I'm
like, I can talk
gonna
to
hover
you.
up over the screen. Go,
Yeah, we're
the
all
screen's
huddled in the
meaningless
corner.
now at this point.
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
Yeah.
You said Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Do you mean Lorenzo de Medici?
Yeah.
The very same.
Well, he has somewhat to answer for.
Really?
There's. I mean, you could talk to him, but I don't think he can talk to you.
Oh, I see. Lorenzo de Medici is your sword.
I'm gonna hold up the Leatherman.
He laughs. He mocks me.
You're a sword.
I am a sword. Draw me, thrust me into the ground at his feet, and I will give him what's fors.
I feel like we don't have.
He's mocking me.
He is. You are a sword. You know
I'm a
what?
mighty sword.
Okay. We can hash this out later because I think we have other important things to do because I think the past has come to port. And then when we figure out the king thing, I will stab you into Reginald what's his butt?
Give
Von Hornsby.
Von Hornsby.
what's his butt is my cousin.
I'm sorry, but subterfuge is not really her thing.
Lying subterfuge.
Oh.
Nah.
I
Don't do that.
don't have much time for it myself.
Clara, why don't you give me a charisma plus grammar roll?
I don't charisma.
Oh yeah.
This is
Yeah,
good.
It's
that's
important
fine.
that you know that, but sure. Plus grammar.
Roll the
Yeah.
things that you don't.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have a 1 in that. Okay, so that's
There you go.
both together, right?
Yeah.
That's 3.
Yay.
Yay.
Difficulty is 6.
Oh shit! Wait,
7.
no, that's a 2.
Yeah, I was like
I got
20.
excited.
You
That's
did it. You did
a
one.
7. I got 1. I did the 1.
Nice. Lorenzo, you can feel him sort of calm down a little. And he says, I will tell you all the tales there is to tell of Reginald von Hornsby, charlatan, pirate, and thief of hearts.
Oh.
But for now,
What's he saying?
yes, the Clockwise court is perhaps more important. Maybe he can share some elucidation about
Lorenzo
this
says that
riddle.
Reginald's a dick.
That hardly seems true.
Well,
He's dressed like a dick.
It's kind of hot.
Not precisely what I said, but it's apt.
I suppose I'm a bit out of fashion.
Oh no, it's
It's-
just perfect.
I think I'm like halfway to taking my shirt off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Fallon has no idea
That's
what
fine, too.
clothes,
All right,
like,
all right.
how clothes work.
Look, Captain Jack Barndor, I really don't care. Why are you so impressed with this guy? His ship is cool, but
His ship is badass.
What's your
and
char-
so is
your
he.
attractiveness?
Oh well, my appearance is 3 and my charisma is 3.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
I need to know
mean,
how shit.
if this
shit
guy
can be caught.
actually knew the Baron is from the long, long time ago, maybe we should show him the riddle. And he might know something about it.
That's actually a good idea.
What riddle?
You're gonna need to come with
At
us.
the Baron statue.
Yeah.
Well, but is this before or after the feast?
I'll text
During?
Maggie.
Yeah, we can have the feast over by the statue.
Yes.
It's right that
Dash.
Morgan would be there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss my friend. Let's just bed.
So I'm gonna text Maggie.
Okay.
And it's just like so many question marks. Reginald Von? No, just Von Horn.
Von
Oh,
Hornsby.
Reginald Von Hornsby's here.
There's you get
Lowercase v, uppercase h.
I feel like you're correcting me over my
Yeah.
shoulder and you've never seen a text.
You
Yep,
see
that's not written correctly.
you see that Maggie is typing, and then you don't, and then Maggie is typing, and it disappears.
Maggie!
And then Maggie is typing, and it disappears.
Love that.
Oh my god.
And then there's just a thumbs up emoji.
Of course there is.
And
God, it's like
And
texting
we-
grandma.
Adults.
yeah. We cut to all of you approaching the courtyard in front of Morgan Manor. Morgan Manor is this extremely large Victorian house. It looks like 3 stories from the outside, several, like dozen from the inside if necessary. It's brightly painted and quite beautiful in its own gaudy yet classy way. In front of the court is a cobblestone street with a circular little park and a statue of Baron Morgan, life-sized, in the center. And he stands with his arm outstretched and his palm facing the sea, as though to ward something off, with a look of resoluteness in his face. And as all of you approach, including all of your sailors, your crew behind you, you see that there are floating lanterns glowing softly and floating around the park, the little courtyard, and a series of tables have been set up circular around the statue, with lanterns on each of them and plates and plates of a feast
Wow.
fit for royalty.
Around the fountain?
Around
And
the
the statue?
fountain.
Nice.
Yeah. And the crew of the Clown Jewel, they stream forward and they sit at tables and start tearing through things. Maggie is in a black gown glittering with jet beads. There's a little bit of a bustle to it, but the sleeves are just off the shoulder and just caps. She wears long white gloves.
Opera gloves.
Yes,
How old
opera
does
gloves.
Maggie look? Because I always had her as quite old.
She looks about like 70 or so.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah. And but she looks closer to 40 right now in the light and dolled up, and her hair is done. She is beaming, and she grins as Reginald von Hornsby approaches, and Reginald,
Maggie, it's
My-
been too long, and you are more ravishing than ever.
dashing captain, please come
Of course.
and enjoy my feast.
Maggie looks amazing.
And she looks back at you guys and she goes, my feast. And
so I'll pull her into like a bit of a like waltz. move,
yeah.
you
Excuse
know,
me,
as
I'm
a-
sorry, Maggie, but Charlie already claimed him. She told me that she
Oh.
has dibs.
oh, dibs.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
What does that mean?
I mean, technically, I feel like Maggie claimed dibs 100 years ago.
I think
Oh,
that's
true.
probably true.
Yeah, sorry you had to look.
You can have
It means we've got
still that
to
other
fight for you, my captain.
Well, I mean,
Now this just got interesting.
I don't see why.
Okay. Fight like how?
Oh, Charlie.
Don't worry, dear. I'm far too old for such joys. I just want a
You're
little
not
excitement.
too old. No, you're amazing.
Thank you, Charlie. You're the sweetest as always. Your
Thank you,
pure heart will guide us
Beautiful
all.
together.
I think so. Once everyone's sort of getting some food and a drink, Reggie gets up on the plinth with his arm around Morgan, right, and raises the glasses and let every toast be to Morgan, and every bite, every morsel to Morgan. and
Look,
we will remember
Captain
him well.
Morgan.
The Baron, my
Take a
close
point of
personal
glamour,
friend.
Jim.
And
Beautiful.
he goes on for a little bit longer.
Yeah, yes.
Of sort of toasting.
Like every time somebody's ready to be
Yeah, it's
they're like,
there's
"Oh,
a
wait,
little bit more. Yeah.
There's a little bit more.
But it's probably worth noting because you don't have a satyr in the group already.
Don't.
No.
Okay, so there's. Should I read this
Yes.
bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a couple important parts here. So when a satyr thoroughly indulges herself in one of her passions, often sexual but also artistic, creative, this is sort of pseudo-sexual so far, those around her are also often caught up in the frenzy. But this is important. Fae and mortal alike join her in dancing and debauchery. The gift of Pan doesn't force anyone to partake in sex or any other activity. It's not that.
important. No,
It
that's
is not that.
No, it's important to know, yeah.
Yeah. But removes inhibitions that might normally keep someone from indulging
What's that word?
like in something they would have wanted to do.
Never heard of it.
Right?
No.
So it doesn't make you do anything you don't want to do, but it might bring that inhibition down. Rather than creating a new passion, it removes the barriers of social convention to surrender to an action of passion or revelry. Whatever that means for you is important. And so those failing a banality or willpower roll, difficulty 8, find themselves helpless to resist indulging their secret desires. So.
I fail.
I was gonna say I have a lot of
Choose.
willpower.
Sure.
Yes. Yes, you can choose to fail.
I think otherwise
I want to
my,
roll, but I'm still curious to see what happens.
my flaw
Yeah,
would.
that's fun.
I was gonna say like it depends on what inhibition.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever your character would
yeah.
wishes they were doing right
Things
now.
I want to know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
like
Is the entire crew at the feast?
I would think
Yeah.
so.
Is there a chance for me to slip away?
Absolutely.
Then that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like,
That's an unguarded ship. It is awesome.
Maimrie, I appreciate you because I have a lot of important drinking to do. Do you know how much alcohol it
There
takes
we
to
go.
get a troll drunk?
I would like to.
Probably I fail a lot.
Should I roll or should I just fail that roll?
You can absolutely choose to just fail,
Okay.
and just let it go.
I picture this as because, I mean, Charlie's always out for having fun and getting caught up in the moment and that sort of thing. Plus, you know, the whole easily falling into kind of love and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I think what I kind of envision happening is that whole thing and with Maggie and Fallon commenting about, you know, well, technically Maggie had dibs first, and then you're giving these speeches, and I'm just overcome. Like, I love my freaking best friend.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
Maggie's your best friend?
No.
Oh, that
Fallon.
best friend.
Yes.
Fallon,
So
okay.
I'm gonna kiss her full on the lips, not
my.
in a like a nasty.
Oh,
but
yeah.
just
yeah,
just
this isn't
overcome.
like yeah, this is like, but it is totally like
Yeah.
I'm drawn
Pure
towards
Selkie
them.
love.
Yeah, pure Selkie love.
Yeah.
You know what? I can fail my willpower roll
Yeah.
for that.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
adorable.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, and revelry ensues.
Because I kind of picture it being like you are a little tipsy and you're just like caught up in the moment. So
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah. It's like
I love you, Fallon.
Fallon
that
doesn't know, has never been this drunk before. Because again,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, and
Yes.
and some magical assistance.
And a lot of magical assistance, apparently.
yes.
And like Fallon, the whole night, Fallon does that thing that people do when they're high for the first time, which is like, is this gonna last forever?
Yeah.
Are you also telling everyone how drunk you are?
Yes. Oh, it's full like Drax plus Thor.
Yes.
Oh.
Like there's
Thank
probably
you for that gift.
Oh,
yes, there's
yeah.
probably a fist fight.
Yes.
But like a fun fist fight.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I would
Yeah.
I would
It's
fight you.
fun. I would fight
Oh,
you too.
let's,
Yeah,
let's
okay.
see that.
We
Ooh,
fight.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
totally like,
But like on behalf of Lorenzo.
Oh
who is,
yeah.
like here
he's
and
really mad.
And I will
really
represent
mad.
Morgan. And
Yes.
Lorenzo's upset and
He's
I'll-
upset
yeah.
at you.
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
He's
So we can
really mad
fight.
at you.
We can fight because
Yeah.
I'm technically
Honorable
first.
duel.
Who's Penelope?
Can you
Anyway, poke, poke, poke.
Yeah.
What's
And-
Penelope?
Is she
Maggie,
gone
you
as
never
well?
said Penelope.
I've never met Penelope. I've met.
I bet she's amazing.
The only person you could ask would be Maggie and Tommy if he were here, but Tommy hasn't seemed to show up. Because Tommy was around. You remember the Sluagh Tommy, who was around when you left. And so Maggie might have known Penelope. Penelope was still here in Port Australia when you left.
Yeah.
With on the Clown Jewel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Maggie might know, but she's the only one who probably would. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you two engage.
I was gonna say it's a fist fight because my only sword right now is Lorenzo, who I am fighting on behalf of, and it seems like it's unfair to. This is like you've never heard Fallon say this many words that weren't about a computer.
I love it.
Yeah.
There is a way within the dreaming that the two of you could fight sword on sword and not actually hurt
not
each
slice
other.
each other up.
heck
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
I was just looking at that too because I have a neuromancy but like they can just do their thing.
I have a quick question
it's
too.
almost no stakes.
Is there any sort of magic, or does it require effort for my clothes to become more modern, as I'm being shown like? You know, the like George Clooney suit with the shirt, you know, the sort of Ocean's 11
Nice.
George Clooney.
You know what? Give me a roll. Let's roll your perception plus etiquette.
Oh, I'm good at etiquette. All right, I get 5 dice. Is these okay to
Yeah.
use? All right, I don't
No,
want to
for
curse
sure. I want to
anyone's
share.
dice.
No, I'm cool.
Nice.
8.
3 successes.
And a
Six.
6? Is it 6?
Yeah, six.
Yeah.
6 is your
8.
threshold.
6.
Yeah.
6 success.
Okay. So
Nice.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You see how the people who currently live here are dressed, and you can mimic a version of that.
Yeah.
Maybe you mentioned this to Krister,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
can
He
can
can
show
get
you
me
a
up to date,
photo.
yeah.
Because Krister is always impeccably dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
These strange fashions.
Mm-hmm.
Although there are a lot fewer layers, which I like. I think he said that loudly
Yeah.
a number of times, drunk. Like,
You're all naked.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Knack.
This.
Nick.
So
a long A.
a swirling of glamorous energy creates a field around the two of you, illuminating the battlefield. A small circle as you draw Lorenzo this gleaming giant Zweihander sword and raise him up in the air, and he says, "Have at you!"
Only she can hear that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
They-
Well, actually,
I wish in the dreaming you could.
no, actually, yeah. I think so. I think you
it'll-
hear that.
It'll
yeah.
sing out.
You
Okay.
Yes.
in the
And
dreaming.
Fantastic.
And you draw your cutlass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like a
Or-
weird
That
fight,
is-
but I'm
that is
into
awesome.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe more of a rapier.
A rapier.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's probably a better
Okay.
fit. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Especially
we're,
coming out of a George Clooney suit.
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a suit with like a rapier on one side and this like old-fashioned
And musket.
flintlock
Yeah.
pistol.
Yes.
You know?
I was gonna pull up a picture of my friend dressed exactly like that.
Oh, yeah, great. Thank
Because
you.
that is my friend's.
Yes.
I want
Oh my
that.
God.
While you
But,
look for that, actually,
yes.
we're going to cut to Maimrie, who has slipped away from the party.
Yes,
And
indeed.
you have zipped back down to the dock and into this deserted 19th century pirate ship that you saw flying through the air earlier.
I am
Just
basically
less
going to rummage around the whole ship.
Okay.
I want to build myself a cool pirate outfit because I want to match.
Of course you do.
Uh-huh. Yep.
2, if there's anything interesting that isn't bolted down, I might take it with me.
Yeah.
I mean,
3.
there's a huge chest of gold and jewels.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you gonna do with
That
gold
would be
jewels?
interesting.
Are you gonna pawn them?
Right.
Maybe. You never know.
They're pretty.
Hey, that's sextant.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Just don't
Sexy
touch my
sextant.
astrolabe.
Not without consent.
Yeah.
All right.
You
What
need
if I put gloves on?
That's a big push. You need to ask first.
What was 3?
And thirdly, I also want to kind of dig around and see if I can find any papers or anything that might bring some more. She thinks that everybody's a little bit too flippant about crazy ghost chick just showing up.
Yeah.
I had a problem with it, and then I got drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
That solves a lot of problems.
Give me
Clear
a
hands.
wits plus investigation roll.
Does my cool-headed wits specialization apply?
Yeah, I think so. You're not.
What's cool-headed?
Yeah, not overly excited.
Yeah,
but-
Yeah.
basically, it's to stay calm in a tense
Yeah,
situation.
you're being methodical.
Yeah.
Everybody else is caught up in a big feast and party up there, and you're like, no,
Yeah,
I'm
don't
gonna
think so.
I'm gonna
Oh,
use the
And
opportunity. So.
just
also spent a lot.
like I also made up with Westmoreland. He's like
Yeah.
he was allowed to come to the party. Just to be
Okay,
clear.
all right.
That's, yeah.
Then
I got
you're not as much of
2
a dick.
successes, sir.
2
I was
successes.
just
Okay.
mad.
So, so cool pirate outfit, no problem. They're
Bare midriff, silk pants, boots, the whole nine.
Yes,
If I
yeah,
freaking
yeah.
It's
eye
just a
patch,
leg
I want an
avenue
eye patch.
costume.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you find this gorgeous black felt jaunty hat with a massive purple plume
mine.
coming
Yeah,
out of it. Yeah,
Totally.
Um,
Nice picture.
so so there's there's
How
lots
dare
of
you.
stuff. I know, right? There's lots of stuff not nailed down, and really, it's just going to be a matter of what you can take in a lot of ways.
I am going to see if online I can rent a small boat using somebody's credit card that I just acquired. And see if I can load that little boat up with as much shit as I can.
Did you say you also wanted a cool ensemble?
I already got the
Yeah.
ensemble
Okay,
on
cool.
set
She has
with
the
my
ensemble.
kick-ass hat with a
Okay.
purple feather, man.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I mean, you could also just like take one of the dinghies, one of the.
Oh, yeah, I'll just take a
One
dinghy.
of the lifeboats.
Yeah, yeah.
No problem.
Also, you said you were looking for papers and stuff. Westmoreland would have the ship's log.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Take that.
So,
His cabin would have the
yeah.
ship's log.
So you easily find instructions online about how to lower a dinghy and disengage it from it.
I'm on
Your
YouTube.
Google.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay,
Proud
yeah,
sailor.
yeah, it's in
Yeah.
here.
How to lower.
So you know you're ready for that, but you come across in the bursar's office, you come across great riches, but also there's a series of maps, and the maps have those typical drawings like here there be dragons and there's a giant kraken and things like that, but they're animated, and as you look at them, they start to murmur, and they start telling you stories of how they were destroyed by the crew of the Clown Jewel, and these various monsters, for lack of a better term, seem to have been vanquished by this crew as they traveled through the far dreaming, the deep dreaming, as close as you can get to Arcadia without being able to go in. And they are among the horrors, the mind-bending horrors.
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 Yeah.
Horrors.
Two
Horrors.
syllables.
Yes, horrors. That
That's just a different mission. I mean, that was
Right.
another trip.
yeah,
the-
yeah. There's
The monsters are the horrors.
horrors,
Okay.
yes.
And this ship has been the crew of the ship has been just taking them out.
Yes.
Cool.
And they tell you stories of islands of riches where gold was just piled as high as a mountain. They tell you of, they tell you of coral reefs that were built out of rubies and emeralds and sapphires instead of coral. And this crew had apparently ventured through all of these crazy dreams and just killed monsters, collected treasures, and gone on the most unbelievable of adventures.
Also, the ship couldn't fly when we left.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
You fixed
yeah.
that.
there was a part of the adventure was teaching the ship to fly.
Nice.
Well, which brings me to 3. I'm going to
Yes.
try to commune with the ship.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's neat.
How are you going to do that?
I am going to try to basically just, I don't know. Let's see. What do I got here? I don't know. I'm thinking that this ship has to be chimerical in some way, shape, or form. I am going to ask Hinty if Hinty thinks that the ship is alive and I can talk to it.
You still have Hinty?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Yeah,
The
Hinty's
sea
just like...
monkey.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You need to put a 1 point chimerical companion.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'll figure out how much that is and I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because I think Hinty's stuck with you now. Hinty just kind of...
I think so.
Jesus.
It's got a little life to it.
This is totally an 80s cartoon.
I'm going to go to the masthead
Yeah.
and I'm basically just going to grab some grog or whatever's in here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to try to share a drink with the masthead,
Okay.
and I'm going to try to awaken it. And I am going to
Nice.
invest some of my own glamour into it to
Ooh,
try to
okay.
wake it up.
Okay.
Or basically, I'm infusing points, like a couple of points of my own glamour, into the grog and trying to feed it to her, try to see if I could just try
Okay.
Oh, what does
Wake her up a little bit.
what does our masthead look like?
Yeah.
The masthead is basically just a huge unicorn head
Oh, yeah, all right.
with like these wings sort of coming out the side of it.
Oh, a winged unicorn.
A winged unicorn.
There's probably a word
Unisys.
for that. It's not.
I guess it's a corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like hers better.
Hold on. I think it's just
Yeah.
a winged unicorn.
That's obviously why it should have been okay for you to take it.
Yeah.
It's like
For sure.
It's like your aunt.
It
On
Yeah.
had
that
it, I mean,
masthead.
it basically has my name on it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. What arts do you have?
I have chicanery, legerdemain, contracts, and naming.
And do you have points in the Fey realm?
I do. I have 2 points in the favor.
Corn Pegasus or winged
Right.
unicorn.
Give me charisma
Good.
plus expression.
And expression is where?
Here's where
It's a
I went
talent.
with that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. It's Shira's. It's
Closest thing
Sluagh.
I have to that is
Oh.
persuasion.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you have the
Yeah.
weird different thing. Yeah, charisma plus persuasion.
Oh,
That will be
awesome.
fine.
Swift wind.
Your difficulty is going to be 9,
Okay.
The rainbow wings.
I love Swiftwind.
and that is with the bunk of drinking.
I also spent 2 glamour points.
Yes.
Doing that, and I will spend 2 willpower on the roll.
Okay.
I bet no one has ever talked to this masthead too, and it's probably
I
really
know.
excited to
Right?
talk to
Yeah.
somebody.
It might be.
So that's 2 successes.
Oh,
Yay, good
wow.
ones.
Okay. Hey.
I did not expect that.
I basically, as soon as it says something, I give it a huge hug and a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You are the prettiest ship I've ever seen in my entire life, and I love you.
Thank you.
Pretty.
No one's ever told me that before.
Really, I'm surprised because you are simply magnificent.
Thank you. I don't even know what you are. But you're so nice to me.
My name is Maimrie, and I want to be best friends with you.
Let's be best friends.
Yay!
I haven't had a friend in ever.
You want to go flying? And I pop my wings open.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna refund a point of glamour. That was beautiful. And you just hear a whee.
Let's go!
As you feel the ship lift up off of the water. And yeah.
Magical friends, flying forever, true to each other and what we are. Dreaming of magic, magic and dreamy, going too far, going too fast. Mm-mm. Yeah, full theme song.
Now I know my character didn't go too far. And I feel right at home.
Just magical string, like, just flipping around. You see, like, her and the moon, just like E.T. wise, with
I'm
a
getting
giant
like
boat. Just see it.
like a whole new world vibe.
Yes.
This is great. I'm really glad that happened.
I'm broken. I can't. Play
Well.
amongst yourselves. I need a minute.
I think we are it.
I want to establish a basis for a strong, long-lasting relationship with the boat. because-
Yeah, you're not leaving port.
Oh my god.
It wasn't really my ship.
Oh
I
my
think it's
god.
vibration now.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, did Gina miss that? What did you miss? You're gonna
Oh.
Memory
Oh, Gina.
just had like
Gina.
a whole new
There's a-
world scene with Memory and the ship.
It was like a whole new world, plus the ET flying across the moon, plus the Captain Planet theme song.
Yeah, they like flew off together.
All like, yeah, rolled into
Here,
one.
you want to go flying?
I'm literally just imagining everything that isn't nailed down is fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nothing's
god.
made fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
It's-
excited
yeah.
for you to get back to your ship.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was beautiful. Okay.
You're gonna have to rewatch that.
Oh, definitely.
Wow. Okay.
I'm so
I
sorry.
just had to. Oh, that's the part.
Oh.
Oh god, the ship is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's time to pee.
Okay.
I love it forever.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yes.
Just when you think it's safe to leave the table,
I know.
Jim
I
goes
should've known.
flying.
That was amazing.
All right, we're gonna cut.
Now, the question is, did they see the ship sort of flying across the moon?
Well, I think
It
we're
depends.
we're engaged in
Yeah.
some friendly
Yeah, you're-
battle. And
We're gonna
Yeah.
cut
Sure.
to
Battle.
the Dreaming Duel.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
And
I love fairies.
Krister is next to Charlie, and he's putting his arm around you as you're watching the duel. He says, "If you've never seen Lorenzo or Reginald fight, you are in for a treat.
I have not.
Both of them are phenomenal, and I can only imagine what Fallon is going to bring to the mix.
Sounds amazing.
I can tell just from the moment
They're-
of meeting them."
Just the best.
That's not gonna be awkward tomorrow at all.
No. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah. So the Zweihander is raised into the air, and you
Well, I
hear
need to know,
Lorenzo's voice.
Are you participating in this because you're drunk enough to enjoy it?
Oh, yeah.
And you would not normally do this.
Fallon would not engage in one-on-one combat on the behalf of her surly swordmaster, sober.
Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering if this is part of your like lowered inhibitions.
This really is.
Because that would make Reggie feel really close. Like that would be like,
It
oh
is,
yeah,
but
this
We've
is
also
great.
like never met them before, so
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say-
No. But Reggie just likes anyone leaning into their
Oh, yeah.
passions.
Yeah.
Which
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, the other way this could have gone is they could have spent another like 3 hours explaining to you their project where they're connecting all of the plants in the area to Wi-Fi. So,
yeah. Reggie can keep up a conversation.
but no, we fighting apparently because Lorenzo wants to fight, and let's just be honest, like drinking and fighting go together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
like a thing.
Especially if it's dream fighting and we can't hurt each other.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah.
Does it look sort of differently? Can we tell it's like sort of dream fighting?
Yeah, you can tell everything is heightened.
Cool.
It's like it's almost cartoonish in a way. It's almost like an anime where things just sort of
There's
slow
like cherry
down.
blossoms just
Yeah.
floating across for
Yeah.
no reason whatsoever.
Right?
Well, I was gonna say in part because it's, the nerd in me is really upset about the way this fight is gonna go down, only because it's a very big sword compared to a very small, very fast sword.
Yes.
I don't know how the mechanics of
There
this
is,
work,
it's
but
not going to is the answer.
No, it's fine.
It's Changeling is the answer.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So each of you, let's do an initiative roll. Let's do a little combat.
I don't-
Oh my
Actual
God.
combat.
I don't know what
so
to do.
you roll a single d10, and you add your wits plus your dexterity
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
to that number.
I'm good at one thing and one thing only.
10.
Okay.
16.
Ooh, that's a lot.
I'm good at one thing.
I'm in trouble. All right.
Two things.
There's
Yeah.
literally only 2 combat monsters in all of this game, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
Breadcat being the only other.
Yeah,
Is
right,
Rob-
yeah.
Oh, you mean as a construct?
As a
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trolls are built for combat,
Awesome.
even when they're not built for combat.
Yeah.
But I fight cybercrime.
Right? Yeah.
I love it.
So, Clara, tell us what is the first move?
God. Okay, so remember that all of this is through the veil of Fallon's very drunk now.
Yes.
And has probably never fought drunk. But whatever Lorenzo is advising is just being completely ignored.
Oh.
Nice. So there's a
Just
lot.
to irritate him?
No, well, yeah, but also Fallon's drunk.
Yeah.
John's like, no, I got this.
No, I got this.
I got this.
We do this all the time. I do the thing now.
That is not a riposte stance.
It's 100%.
It
Like,
totally is when I'm playing World of Warcraft.
yeah, like instead of like what would be like a calm centering moment, like you can tell that there's habit there, but Fallon's just gonna run at you. Also, it's in the dreaming. How tall did we describe? Did we decide?
Oh,
I think
she's like 7 foot something. Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's tall. Like they're tall, not in
Yeah.
like in the dreaming, but they're very tall.
Think
Like,
blue Klingons.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, that's what they kind of look like
Got
in this
it.
game.
Yeah. Yeah. Although Fallon is a little more grayish, a little more periwinkle.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
not blue this
But
time.
are you just like...
Clara already played a blue security officer.
Yeah. Are you just like a really big person, or are you like bumpy skin, or like what do you look like?
In the dreaming, 7 foot something, horned, white hair with yellow streaks in
2
it.
horns.
2 horns.
That's
sorry.
twice as many as me.
It's twice as many as you. I may headbutt you at some point. In the dreaming, they look not proportional, but like they look kind of like a track runner.
Yeah, okay.
Like not
yeah.
they're not buff, but they're definitely like superhero.
Kind of like a
shaped.
soccer build. Soccer.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a soccer
yeah.
or lacrosse.
Lean,
build.
but
broad,
really strong.
Broad shoulders.
Yeah,
and,
out of like in the mundane world, they look like they're mostly limb and they don't quite know how to use them the
yeah.
same way.
Yeah,
So
me in 5th grade.
yeah,
Oh, God.
I have no idea. I was gonna go with like
Give us a little treat there, why don't you?
Find that timestamp.
but yeah.
That's a GIF right
So
there.
like
Right?
there's a huge like difference between like that is a troll
Yeah, got it.
and they are coming at you like they've decided they're coming at you like a freight train because the sword is really big
Yeah.
and I'm really big and I'm really drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
This seems
Don't
like
let the enemy come to you! You're ruining everything!
there's like a battle cry you've never heard before.
I love it.
Fortran!
Fortran. Go Bull!
That was good.
For Penelope and
For
Maggie
Penelope,
and
yes.
For Penelope.
more.
For all the hearts he's cut in twain!
Who is Penelope?
We're gonna find out when
I
we're all
know.
sober, I'm sure.
I'm just like,
I think she's just a
idea.
chick, but we'll find out.
Okay.
Do I need
So,
to
yeah.
roll something as well? Or do I have a?
So first we're gonna have Clara roll.
Oh, right.
Okay,
For some reason
I've never
I
done
thought
combat like
yes.
this.
You had
So.
already rolled
So
a bunch.
We have
dexterity
not
plus
combated
melee,
at all yet.
and
Yeah, we've never had
Yes.
combat, but I'm good.
and
at
if
it.
you were doing what your mentor suggested, you would get to add your mentor dice, but you're not.
I
so you're
did
going to
not
subtract
expect it.
one die.
let me try. Okay, plus melee.
Sorry, I think I just
Yes.
blew on my
2
microphone.
plus-
Sorry, microphone.
I think it was
I can
okay.
count.
Okay.
All right.
Or
So
should
the
I up
microphone
the
likes it.
difficulty? Okay.
I mean, either or. I don't think that I'm listening
Yeah.
to the mentor, so I don't
Yeah.
think I should get that die.
Yeah. Let's subtract it. Yeah, one die less than you normally would roll. Yeah.
Oh wait, 1 die less.
It's fine.
Wait,
So
that's
let's
a
do 7
one.
difficulty.
That's a 1.
Yep, that's a 1 too.
That's a
That's
30.
also a 1.
That's a 30.
3 and a 5.
and
That's
a
0,
5
6.
and a
That's a
two.
botch.
That's a botch. That's
That's a
exactly
botch.
what I
Yeah.
expected to happen.
Yeah.
I don't roll well in this game.
I know, it's really weird. So, this giant troll, Zweihander's sword raised high in its arms, comes barreling towards you.
Just step out of the way.
Yeah, you step out of the way.
Well, I mean, ideally, I would somersault through their legs
Okay,
to trip them, but I don't.
Yes.
I mean,
Nope.
I don't know how
I'll
this
take it.
works.
we're gonna
Yeah.
let that happen. Yeah.
Okay.
You somersault through their legs, and their legs go ass over elbows and just slam as Fallon just digs their face into the ground and just slides across
Yay.
the field
Well,
a
that's
little
not
bit.
what I meant to.
I think she totally meant that.
That-
No, like watch. I bet she meant it.
She's a crafty fighter, is she?
She's so good.
so
Like,
actually,
this had to be on purpose, like to get him off balance.
so when
course.
they
Watch.
when they face plant,
Yeah.
Reggie actually like pops up and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and like goes to offer his hand. Like
Ooh. All right, give me.
he moves his rapier to his left hand and offers his right hand. It's like, I apologize. That was uncouth.
Is this genuine? Is this
Yes.
sincere?
Yeah. Like it feels bad that they just went face first in the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
You don't fight very often, do you?
That's
Give-
not what I was. I do fight a lot, actually.
Okay, sounds like.
Give me a
Yeah, I'm a
charisma
pirate
plus
captain.
I was
etiquette
gonna
roll.
say, like, yeah.
What?
Charisma plus etiquette.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm good at that. Well, 6 dice, good.
His hand is offered, my student.
8,
Sever it
7.
from his wrist at
Or
the
seven.
elbow.
Yeah.
What's a success?
6.
Oh yeah. Okay, so 3.
Okay, all right. So,
And ones take away what you.
So you
haven't
successfully
rolled.
offer your hand?
I guess I don't know.
Yes.
I'm charismatic
So-
in offering it.
yes. So, Fallon can choose their action however they would like. Lorenzo is he starts to like scream about like severing his arm, and then he's like, "That gallant bastard! Why does he have to be so charming? Look at those eyes."
He's like, I almost want him.
Right.
Yeah.
Deep black pools of nothingness.
Right.
There's like a thin, it's like you can feel if you could feel the sexual tension off of a sword.
Yes.
No. Question: Can I
Uh-huh.
make a willpower roll against that? I have a thought that I want to try.
Okay. Yeah.
What do
do
I
you
roll
do?
my willpower for that?
Yes.
All 8.
Yes.
Can they just
Yes.
choose to not be charmed by me? I mean, is it? I don't know how this works.
I'm drunk.
I'm not
Oh, well,
sure
that's true.
what.
Like a social
yeah.
roll?
Yeah.
I would think you could.
Yeah.
Because we still fight.
I'm vampire
Yeah.
in my head.
I'm not sure what's happening. So
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try something. If I
Okay.
completely botch it, I completely botch it.
let's roll some willpower and tell me what you're
Do
doing,
it.
and we'll find out.
Do it.
What do you have a goal? 6?
6 is generally.
I don't know. I roll so poorly at this game. There's another one.
So that would cancel out a success.
Okay. Like I said, I roll so poorly at this game.
She got 3 successes.
3 successes.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
complete success.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
Totally fine. What are you doing?
I want to grab his hand and pull him into a headlock, just because I can.
Oh,
and we
okay.
fighting.
Okay. You have complete ability to do that. I would like the two of you to make opposed rolls. Dexterity and brawl.
Oh, good. Not strength.
Not strength.
Phew.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
I will say, like, I'm not intending to, like, make it any more aggressive, but it is still Drax plus Thor.
Yeah.
Versus Star-Lord.
Yeah, like, we've seen how this fight goes down.
You are so Star-Lordy, actually, yeah.
Right.
Oh, no. Oh, I have one success.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
One's cancel out?
One's cancel
okay,
out,
so
yes.
one kills that, and I have one success.
I have 4.
Oh.
Only when it matters.
So
Perfect.
That's good.
Reggie, your hand is accepted, and then you find yourself unceremoniously and quite uncouthly yanked into a headlock.
Can I
Can-
breathe?
Yeah, it's not like a bad one. You are getting noogied, though.
Then, no, I am laughing the most celebratory laugh, like, quite good!
I think soundtrack
It's a-
goes Culture Club, I'll tumble for you. And all of a sudden it's like, I'll
Yeah.
tumble for
Yeah.
you.
No.
Tumble for you.
But see, the thing is, it doesn't...
I'll tumble for you. Nice. Get a point of glamour, Gina.
This is, like, Reggie doesn't care if he succeeds. Like,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
right,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
somebody is going outside of their comfort zone to do something.
Uh-huh.
I already won.
Yes, yeah. And you hear Lorenzo in your head go, it's good to have him in some sort of embrace again.
Oh, God, that's disturbing.
Making it weird.
Oh.
Thank you for making it weird.
How was that weird?
How much of
Krister,
this have I heard?
You
Is that,
just-
all of it,
yeah,
right?
you hear all of it.
You just...
Krister leans over to Charlie and says, isn't this romantic?
Is it?
Fair question.
I love you so much.
That was fair.
It's the most beautiful response. Damn it, I was gonna engage you some more, but you can't
Yeah.
that has to end.
That was
it.
completely disarming.
Is
It was
that, is
perfect.
that how you get glamour?
Yeah. Yes, that's how
Get
you get
weird.
glamour.
Make
yeah.
him
Yeah.
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to be this whole process of like you cultivate the dreams of mortals or you spend time in a free island. I'm like,
Yada, yada, yada.
yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
but
If you
We're
like,
doing
We
fair
should
shit.
have more of
if
that.
you
Yeah.
tickle the GM, metaphorically.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So, yes.
Looking for romance now. I'm
Right?
Uncle.
like really looking.
Oh no! I would like
Okay.
to try to wriggle free.
Okay. All right.
Wriggling.
Try.
You roll dexterity plus brawl.
Is it opposed or is it...
Probably. Yeah. Be opposed, and you can do strength plus brawl to oppose.
Oh no! Do I have to roll
I
strength?
actually have a lower
No,
strength.
you roll dexterity. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fallon rolls strength. Reggie rolls dexterity.
Yeah, I'm actually fast, not strong.
I just realized how much of a Star-Lord I am, which I did not.
I know. I didn't
had
really.
not occurred to me
I didn't
until
really catch it either. when we were
Roguish
making
captain
the
is
I
character.
roguish
did not
captain.
get that.
Right?
2.
I
Yeah.
failed it
Oh.
completely.
Aha.
Again, okay, I want to point
Yes.
out that during Star Trek, I rolled so well that I was able to jump onto a ship from standing
And stab
And
it.
stab
and
it.
stab it. This is weird.
Yeah.
I wasted all my luck on the last game.
Hey, Reginald, you wriggle free of this headlock.
Oh, it is romantic. I see now.
Exactly. The sinewy grace of the two of them,
Oh
the
my
rippling
God.
muscles.
The wriggling?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can feel the tension between them.
I
It's
think
just
we should just get rid of the sword.
He's
magnetic.
talking about Lorenzo.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Yeah. So I think I'd like get out of your headlock. Maybe I'll like poke you with my horn. Like,
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, horns on horns. Do
uh,
it.
and then get
Block
a
horns.
that sort of the
Yeah.
shing, you know the
Oh, yeah.
sword
Yeah.
on sword sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally doable in this game.
Shing.
Yeah. Although your
Yeah.
sword is like twice as big as my rapier, so
Oh yeah,
it's
at
it,
least.
it still works though. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, fucked up Soul Calibur is what it is.
Yeah, this is fucked up.
yeah. And then what do you do next?
Okay. I think, oh boy, this is I thought that was my action.
I'm playing kind of like loose
Yeah.
with the initiative. Like initiative basically got Fallon the first move.
Yeah.
But then we're kind of going off of narrative control.
Okay,
after
well, what
that.
I want to do is feint and disarm Lorenzo out
okay.
of Fallon's
Totally
hand.
can.
Okay.
But I don't know how to do that.
That's fine. You don't need to. That's what you have me for. Roll manipulation plus melee.
Oh, no.
I love this.
Oh, my melee's all right.
Yeah.
How do you have low
Manipulation
manipulation?
is
I'm not a liar.
up on the
Ah,
top.
okay. Well, neither am I, so.
Yeah.
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 And my
Dexterity plus
swords,
subterfuge
doesn't apply to this. My sword specialty.
No, you're using your sword. So
Oh, okay.
10's reroll.
10's reroll. That's
Yes,
what specialty.
That's what
means.
specialty
Okay.
gets you. Yeah.
So I have 6, I think.
All right. Or is it, Jim? Is 10's count as 2? No, 10's always count as 2, right? It's 10's.
10's is
they
2
count as
because we
2
don't
and
explode.
reroll
Yeah.
if it's.
No, I
special-
believe it's
special.
10 is 2. It's not a reroll.
It's not a reroll.
Oh, if
it's
it's-
a
so
reroll
if it
in
equals 2
vampire.
successes.
So if it's a specialty,
Yeah.
10 it counts as 2 successes.
Oh, but normally 10 is
normally
just
they
once.
just
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
That only works if you have a specialty. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
7/7.
1, 2, 3.
Yay!
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that should have been that should be opposed probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
so,
seems right.
So opposed with your Dex plus brawl,
Awesome.
or Dex plus melee. I mean, sorry.
Actually, I would say
What
it'd be
about-
perception plus melee.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was going
Oh,
to say
that's-
perception
yeah.
and
Or
say
empathy.
something.
No,
I don't do empathy.
perception
Oh, okay.
plus melee. That's great. Yeah,
Or wits?
yeah.
I
It's one of the.
I don't know what any of these things mean. I'm just
yeah.
saying words.
What you're doing is a feint is basically a maneuver where you're trying to fake somebody out.
Yeah.
So that's why you rolled your manipulation, because you're using the psychological factor
Okay.
of trying to create. She's trying to see that you're doing that and avoid it and
Yeah.
not fall into the trap.
Yes,
you.
that's one of the things I love about this system is that you you look at the motivation and the reason behind things, and you compare.
You just build a die pool. It's a lot like Cortex in the fact
Yes.
that you say what you want to do and then you just build a die pool.
Right. Yeah.
2 1s and 1 success.
Oh,
I am
yeah.
so bad
that's,
at this.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's complete.
So
yeah.
more ones than successes is a botch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a 1 takes away a
Lorenzo
success.
goes
Once you can't take
flying.
away a success anymore, you're just left with a 1,
Yeah.
which is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So yeah. So how is describe your flourish?
So
And it
yeah,
works exactly the way you want it to work.
so again, it's that when the swords are sort of going around each other,
Yeah.
and then I get the inside of your wrist.
Oh, yeah.
To just like make you drop
Yeah.
that, not like skewered you.
Yeah.
But then, really, like my goal was to make you drop the sword.
I
And-
think it's it's
Yeah.
been dropped.
Yeah,
it
and
may have
then-
been thrown.
and then just
Lorenzo
to
might not like that.
then to also just offer my hand as like, this is just so much fun. It's my great pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unless I get punched in the face. Then that's,
It's probably not punched in the face, but disarmed and like with an offering of hand. I think at that point Fallon's gonna be like, I think we're done.
Oh my god, can we
So-
go next?
Ooh. Okay, we're
it's like,
coming
that
back
was
to
so
that.
fun.
Yeah.
And
So-
like a headbutt, but like a friendly headbutt.
Yeah.
Horn
Oh,
to
nice.
horn.
Yeah. So the sword goes kind of flying through the air, and it thuds into the ground, blade first, and an ethereal figure emerges from it, and it is a handsome and distinguished man. Did we decide what his kith was? He was.
That was.
Was he a troll as well? I believe.
We have not talked about that at all.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he was a troll as
Okay.
well. Yeah. So, a distinguished-looking troll with a.
what was Morgan?
Morgan was a she. So, which
yeah,
is
I knew that. Okay, you said that.
yeah. So, he's tall and broad and thick like a troll, but he has that sort of the hop fitness, turn of the century fitness guy mustache.
Yes, yes, the muscle man.
The muscle
That is
man,
awesome.
yeah. So he has that kind of mustache, and he's wearing the straw boater hat, with 2 horns sticking out from it, and they're quite large horns. They curl around like a ram's horns.
Yeah, okay.
And he has trim, short, white hair. His clothing is just a nice seersucker suit, kind of like a summer look. but a very Georgian style or Edwardian style.
Right.
And
How dare you?
Yes, I know. I'm disgusted with myself. A bow tie and a walking stick. He just looks like a dapper muscle man who just got off of a paddle boat with his love.
It's
kind of.
nicer than I've ever seen him dressed before.
Yeah.
Charlie, this is my imaginary friend.
Can I see?
Yeah, you can see him. Everybody can see him. And he walks up and he says,
He's all
Reginald,
Lorenzo, you're as lovely as ever.
you dashing bastard. You stole my Penelope.
Well, is that really accurate?
I was madly passionate for her.
Well, I'm afraid she was madly passionate for me.
This wasn't fair.
I don't have any control over that.
You didn't even hug me goodbye.
Oh, you didn't even hug him goodbye.
That's widely considered a dick move.
That's true. Perhaps I could hug you now and make up for it.
Can he be?
Hug him now.
If only you could.
Hug the
I'm
sword.
just a dream.
Hug the sword.
Or are you? I would like to embrace Lorenzo
Ooh.
if I can.
Roll. Let's go with charisma
Mm-hmm.
plus
Graymare?
kenning. Yeah, charisma plus kenning.
Oh, Kenny.
Difficulty 8.
What's Graymare again? Graymare's
Graymare's
the
knowledge.
of,
Yeah, lore of
versus
the Fae and
yeah.
history of the Fae. Yeah.
You'd be able to tell the difference between a hippogriff and just
Yes.
a regular griffin.
Is there
Yes.
anything you think I can do to add to this?
Excellent.
You could do a bunk to lower the difficulty.
You can
So
spend a willpower to add an
or-
automatic success
yes.
as well.
Or
Yes.
what? How do you spend glamour? Is that on something for something else?
Glamour, actually, you're going to have to spend anyway.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're going to spend a point of glamour to just even try this.
All right.
No.
Do I? No, I
Put
don't
a
erase those.
check in a
Yes.
box.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Check
Yes.
a box. Okay, that makes
But,
more sense.
The more elaborate your bunk is, the success.
The
So
lower the
basically,
difficulty.
doing silly things
Yeah.
makes magic easier because it dispels banality.
Yeah.
So the more ridiculous you are,
Yeah. Well, I'm embracing somebody who's clearly ethereal.
yeah, that's not
And
that
then-
ridiculous.
yeah, okay.
All
right, then.
This
Slap
would
him
be
on the
more.
butt?
What?
What if he slaps him on the butt?
I wouldn't do that.
Fine.
What if you slap yourself on the butt?
I don't think
That
I would
you
do
might
that
do.
either.
If you do a little jig,
No. That's
was there a dance step that he liked? A caper that you did? That
Oh.
Do
he,
you have a
dance.
secret handshake?
Probably.
is there a silly word you use, like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
No, I probably would have offered our secret handshake
Uh-huh.
of like, I would like to shake your hand and then have sex.
Oh, yeah.
That like we probably can't do that, but I would at least like to,
Yeah.
embrace.
Okay, all right. I'll give you a -1. So yeah.
Okay,
so
so
now
it's-
your difficulty is 7.
7. All right. No, nothing.
No.
And a 1
That's a
actually.
lot.
One and a 6.
Oh. Yeah.
Is he offended? What happened?
You do the secret handshake, and it almost feels like his fingers are becoming real, and then you go to hug him, and he just dissipates. And you're just standing there.
Lorenzo, I'm sorry. None of this went the way I planned.
That was cold.
It was sad.
It was really sad.
How
Yeah,
did
can we
he?
go next?
How did he die?
I don't
Excellent.
think
Shall we wrestle?
he's not
Let's
dead.
wrestle. Yeah, I don't have a sword. Like,
just-
I can't even pick that thing up. We're gonna
Only
wrestle.
a Gibi worthy.
Yeah, he leads you. Oh, sorry, we're gonna
Yeah,
gonna
no.
go to Krister and
course,
and
of course.
Charlie for a second. Krister leads Charlie into the little arena that of dreaming that has been created, and he assumes a stance, and all of a sudden he's wearing a loincloth and
Is he
oiled.
like totally Greco-Roman?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Yay!
And he gives you a little wink and that brilliant Krister smile, and he's like, "Are you ready?"
I was born ready, honey. Ready?
And you start wrestling, and then he just sort of does this little dance and draws a circle in oil around the two of you, and a shimmering wall sort of cascades up around you, and
Wow.
you disappear, and you're in your bedroom.
Wow.
That's efficient.
That's not wrestling.
No, I really did want to do what you guys did, but I am distracted now.
That's a type of wrestling.
It's
Yes.
a type of
I
wrestling.
assume
It's
so.
a type of wrestling.
I think I won.
Yes. So,
Yay!
and then I want to, you see the ship fly overhead,
Free Willy style.
Free Willy style,
Uh-oh.
with Maimrie doing spins around it, and then they sort of go off back over the
There's
ocean.
and the sound of giggling,
Yes. Yes.
just joyous, profoundly happy
Yeah.
giggling, just like
Two voices of giggling that you can hear.
Is that a thing it does normally?
No, I hope she returns. I believe my wallet is in there.
not anymore.
That's Maimrie. I don't think it's there anymore.
Oh,
Beautiful. And so that is the line with which we'll cut to the next morning.
Yay!
Yeah.
Beautiful way to end the evening. Are we on time? Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
good.
So, the next morning, things have sort of settled down. The ship is back at the dock. The crew has mostly gone back to the ship to berth. A few, sorry, excuse me.
Up there.
GM is tired, y'all. A few of the Fae crew have come to stay the night at the manor at the freehold.
Cool.
Charlie, you wake up with Krister there in the bed if you would like.
Sure.
And Fallon, you wake up with the sword on your bedside table as its little Walkman.
I got home. That's good.
Yes, you got home somehow. It's quiet.
Well, I have to say,
Yeah.
Reggie would have done some hard drinking with Fallon.
Yeah.
At that point,
Yeah.
we're best friends as far as Reggie's concerned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've met all of the requirements. Of,
I beat you up. I got drunk.
yeah,
We're good.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
these are all good things.
So you're
Yeah.
probably in our little
You're probably in the house.
yeah, in the upper floor, or whatever
There,
we call our
I
little
promise you,
suite.
there's no place in Fallon's room for any other person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to assume I was asleep on your floor, but if that...
You could
Wake
try.
up that couch.
Actually, would you like to?
Yeah, I think it's funny.
You might wake up with your head in a computer, but yes.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever seen a computer. Enjoy that.
I have
Yeah,
not.
yeah. It's a metal box.
No.
Yeah. Maimrie, where did you end up at the end of the night?
The ship masthead now has a nice little necklace with a medallion with a plant on it.
Is it the
Oh.
Alloc?
Gifted,
Oh,
that has been gifted to it by her new best friend.
Yes.
Fuck
Oh,
that
I love
necklace.
that. I love that.
And also, there's a telltale red little lipstick stain right on the cheek.
Yeah.
I love everything.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to stay forever, by the way. I'm going to just sit at the end of the table.
I want you to stay forever.
Right.
You guys are awesome.
I love this game.
I
so
say that
much.
she's probably asleep, like on the crow's nest up on top.
Yeah.
Probably just has like a rough blanket, like canvas blanket over herself. She's just asleep and is just sort of waking up, sort of
Oh, okay.
bleary-eyed
Yeah.
after having so much fun. But
Yeah.
she's like super exhausted because she spent all night flying around.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, she loves her new best friend and she's super excited and she loves her new outfit. So
Nice.
See, I
Awesome.
picture Charlie, like her foot's totally sticking out of the bed, and Guppy comes and he's like, lick the toe, lick the toe, lick the toe. You see at the other end of the bed, comes out.
This is
probably
the dog, right?
Yeah.
Guppy's
Probably
dog.
throws out like a rubber duck or something
Yeah.
like that, and it's like all messed up. And then you see Krister like sit up at the other end. Because it's just like a hot mess in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. It's all a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the hot.
I feel like Charlie sleeps like a starfish.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, if there's any other room in the bed.
Yeah.
How are you occupying all of the space?
Yeah. You, those of you staying inside the manor, gain a point of glamour for the night.
Cool.
Can I?
I'm not using
Oh, I can get back the
Yeah,
glamour I
Yeah,
spent.
the one you
Okay.
spent, it comes back. And also, you wake up and there's a beautiful little breakfast tray of exactly what you were wanting, waiting for you.
cheese blends.
Yeah.
Tequila and a cigar.
Yes, tequila and a cigar for Reggie, with a note saying, "I'd love to catch up. I'm happy you're home. Love, Maggie."
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fold that up.
Inside
pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Maggie.
And so Maimrie, you're in the crow's nest. You got like your feet dangling over one side. You're just sort of like just sort of draped in it like a bathtub, like it's a bathtub kind of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There is a there's a dove on the edge of it next to you that's kind of cooing softly, and you feel a gentle tap on your shoulder.
I investigate the source of said tap.
You open your eyes and there's a young man there. His skin is a very deep brown. He has dark hair and dark eyes and slightly pointed ears. He just kind of smiles at you and he says, "You're in my station."
Oh, are you on the ship?
Yeah, I'm on the crow's nest.
Yeah.
I am? Oh, I would apologize, but I don't do that.
Yay.
It's quite all right. Are you okay?
Oh, no, I just had a long night.
I see.
You look like you had a pretty long night, too.
I've had a very long night. I drank a lot.
Aw, you should probably drink some water. Rehydrate.
Absolutely. You should probably drink some water too. And he hands you a water skin.
She looks at it. She takes and drinks it dry, just like a dick.
Yeah, the water skin he brought all the way up
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
to last him half the day.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fine. It's fine.
Oh, you're nice. And I give him a little kiss on the cheek, and I fly down, and I refill the water thingy, and I bring it back up.
Yeah. And that's sweet. You didn't have to do that, but thank you.
No, I drank your water, and although it's early, that it was kind of a dick move.
You're learning.
When she wants to.
She's just came off a really happy evening, so she's feeling really good.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you from here?
Oh yeah, I own this town. No, but for serious, I'm on the council of 4 Fae that are
Really?
in charge of this place. Yeah.
So you're like a baroness?
Technically, yeah. But not really. It's kind of a weird arrangement because what happened is that the actual noble Fae that was in charge of this place passed, and we were given stewardship of it. So it's a title, but not a title. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's all the responsibility without any of the frou-frou-ness.
He's just kind of grinning at you, a little dumbstruck. Yeah.
It's like a cute girl in his office.
Yeah. Like, oh my god.
Oh wait. Something I'm supposed to do in these. What's your name?
Rajani.
Rajani. Oh, I'm sorry. I've never heard a name like that before.
That's all
My
right.
name is Maimrie.
Maimrie?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard a name like that before.
Well, aren't we lucky ducks? We learned something new today.
I like learning something new. Do you have any good stories?
Let me tell you about the kaiju that attacked this town.
Please. And
right.
he sits down and he's like, oh my god, yes.
So basically, full on with sound effects.
Yeah.
And then we came in like this, and there was like a delta formation. Each one of us had our own color. I don't know how the hell that happened, but we flew in the air like this V formation and all formed together, right? And once again, have no idea how that happened, but it was freaking awesome. So my giant otter robot turned into a leg, right? Well, anyways, so I just basically just the entire story just like done all up with, and I'll actually use my chicanery to like do little special effects and stuff.
Nice.
Okay, all right. That's beautiful, and I love it. Yeah. Sorry.
It's like, why didn't you tell me a story about one of those
Yes.
big monsters that you killed in the Dreaming? I know you did that.
How did you know about that?
A, I'm literate. B, you don't hide your stuff well.
I'm literate.
That is Clara. That's
Right, yeah. Well, what you
The maps told me a lot of the stuff, but I'd like to hear from you.
Those damn maps. I tell a way better story than that. Okay, so we're sailing through the Ruby Reef, right? And he starts launching into the story. And he is such a beautiful storyteller. Like, he is just, like, painting word pictures for you. It's really engaging. Everything he describes. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry,
No,
internet.
I refuse. I will not yawn.
No yawn.
Everything he says is just so vivid in your imagination, and it's almost like he's using the dreaming to conjure the images in your mind. And he tells you the most fantastical stories, and before you know it, hours have passed. He brings out he unrolls a little loaf of bread from a cloth and offers you some and some hard cheese, and it's very like it's like something you would get in a wine tasting room. It's like, oh my god, this is actually really
good.
Yeah. But yeah, very rustic kind of bread, and he seems endlessly interested in all of the stories that you are willing to tell. So my question is, how long do you stay there just sharing stories? He has one of a new adventure for pretty much everything you tell him. So.
I'm going to say that I spend all of the morning and a good portion of the afternoon
Yeah.
here, because this is probably the most fun she's had in a while.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. Usually people annoy the crap out of her.
You don't say.
And also, like, when you mention like the pranks you do and the cryptids kind of stuff that those kinds of stories are even more interesting to him than anything else you tell.
I actually pop up some of the stuff on YouTube on my phone and start showing it to him.
And then you have to explain what YouTube is, and you just start watching Fortnite videos.
Right, yeah. Oh my god.
Like playing
anybody can do
Bejeweled
this?
like for hours.
Right, yeah.
Please may I have some more? Thank you.
So he's super into it. It's very, very much like
Perfect.
Young story nerd love.
Yeah.
And you can. I imagine you're pretty. Actually, give me perception plus empathy.
That's 3 successes.
Oh yeah, you can tell he's super smitten with you already. Just like instantly, like instantly into you. And you pretty much got him wrapped around your finger.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What did he say his name was?
Rajani.
Rajani.
Yeah. So Charlie,
Yes.
you and Krister wake up. It's a nice, beautiful morning. Guppy and Krister are playing in the bed next to you.
Aw.
It's super hot.
It is. This is like,
It's like, yeah.
There's nothing quite as hot as a cute naked guy playing with a dog.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Make
yeah.
my new family.
Yeah, yeah. He smiles as you wake up. And,
This-
yeah.
Yeah, he's met Guppy before, though. 'Cause
Yes,
Guppy came
yeah,
down with us.
yeah. He met.
I'm
yeah.
starving.
I am too. And Maggie brought us the most delicious breakfast. Shall we?
Isn't she amazing? Yes, please.
How much do you know about her?
I don't know. Just she's Maggie. She's been here forever, and she's amazing.
Yes.
I have no idea what that was.
Let's pretend that didn't happen.
No,
Yeah.
No, no,
Weird.
there's a
Weird
poltergeist in
sounds.
our Changeling game.
Maggie, stop
Yeah,
it.
I know. Guppy.
Yeah,
down.
right. Yeah. Guppy, settle.
Why? What do you know about Maggie?
Well, Maggie's been around since the last time I was here,
That sounds about
but
right.
I didn't really get a chance to know her. I've heard stories, heard tales of her.
Really?
Yes, yes. Lorenzo wrote me letters over the years, telling me about the magnificence of Maggie. Magnificent Maggie is what he called her every time.
Stories.
Well, apparently, she is quite devastating with a pistol.
No.
Yes, yes. Can fire a
Maggie.
shot from miles away. Hit a target dead center. According to Lorenzo.
I can't say I've ever seen her with a weapon.
I haven't either, apparently.
Other than when she's pissed off when you're in the kitchen and she's like, get out, and throws like a cup at you.
Deadly, I would imagine.
Yeah. No, she's magic in the kitchen.
Yes.
Like,
Yes,
you need
yes.
to stay out when she's
Yes.
doing that stuff.
No, and apparently she can kill a beast with her bare hands. That's what I've heard.
Whoa.
I have the letters somewhere.
That's
They're probably
amazing.
back at my home in Iceland. I'd have to go retrieve them. But,
Iceland.
yes. You should come sometime.
I would love to go to Iceland.
The glaciers, the volcanoes. It's a harsh environment, but utterly beautiful.
It sounds beautiful.
Trolls mean something very different there, though.
Really?
Yes.
Like what?
Racists.
Right? I'm gonna learn.
They're
Kithists.
huge and deadly and very animalistic.
Kithism is a
So I
They're
thought
not-
you said it was
They're
different.
not really trolls.
I mean, I'm also huge.
Yeah, deadly and yeah. No, I don't hear the different word yet.
Ah, yes. No, it's
Fallon's pretty amazing. I'm so lucky that I found her.
Fallon is impressive. Very impressive.
Right?
Yes.
You haven't even seen what she can do on the computer.
I haven't.
No.
Haven't.
Like, she's an amazing hacker.
Computers are a fascinating development. They've really been interesting. I haven't figured out what to do with them yet.
Let's go. She could show you. Let's go.
What,
Come on.
what
Sure.
am I looking at in your room?
Yeah, well, we barged in because I probably
you
forgot
Yeah.
to knock.
I was gonna say, what aren't you looking at?
Computers.
It's okay. So it's most of the space is just crap.
Mhm.
If it exists that could be used, it is
Because you build.
there. Because
yeah.
Fallon wants to combine the etheric with with computers and the mundane.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's plants and there's computer and there's like pieces of hardware everywhere and wires everywhere and a yoga ball for some reason.
Sure.
Um,
I think that's probably the most confusing thing in the room.
It really it makes sense. I promise.
Why is there
Are
a
the
giant
plants part of the computer?
rubber ball?
Some of them are.
Would it be good if they grew more?
Probably not, but you should do it anyway.
Yeah. Like, oh, these plants look a little anemic.
The
Yeah.
Alloc, the necklace that your ship is wearing now was part of a failed experiment to try to get the hook the tree outside up to Wi-Fi.
I don't know anything about that.
Exactly.
But I think I should probably spring these plants alive.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Why don't you do that?
I think that's Verdant Reclamation rather than Well of Life. I don't 100%.
I think so. Yes.
Do the thing.
So I was looking at the
Oh,
Changeling book today, and it was talking about how, like, when you can use computers in this world as a magical creature, it's like they talk to you and shit. It's not just like the normal way you can magically be a technomancer. It's like they become sentient beings on their own sometimes. So
Yeah.
who knows what's going to happen?
I'm a spring creature, and so plants around me are like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's be more.
There might also be some
Yeah.
life in there that is not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Because who knows what else
Right?
is under the piles of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, Verdant Reclamation. So
Composted pizza.
so you'll need to spend a
Yeah,
point of glamour
You
to
want
make
ants?
this happen.
This is how you get
Oh,
ants.
actually, no, you don't because you're in a freehold.
Okay.
Yeah. So roll charisma
Now, when you say mushrooms,
plus leadership
Living.
Okay.
as you inspire the plants to burst forth.
I suppose I'm not inspiring the plants to rebel, am I?
No.
Yeah. Okay. I have a
Yeah.
specialization in
So-
rebellions.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they would do.
Oh my god, you guys are
I mean,
No, I want
You
them
could
to
try.
do a better job of whatever they're doing because they just look
Yeah.
a little anemic.
want
Yeah,
them to be
okay.
robust.
Well, you can't water a
and
plant that's hooked up to a computer.
Right.
That's-
Yeah.
I'm just helping.
I think you're helping.
You can give them electrolytes. It's
Yeah,
what
well,
plants
while
crave.
you're still waking up, I'm like,
Yeah.
Give them bronzo. It's what
I
plants
love
crave.
I think like I'm gonna do a nice thing for my new friend, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I'm so excited
Right, yeah.
for you to do a nice thing.
I think you
okay.
just half of the table
So,
that Clubwood.
So your difficulty is 7 because you're in a freehold. It would normally be 8.
how can I make it a 6?
So by doing something silly and
Beef
weird.
supreme.
Oh, so my idea was to find. So are these vines like going into computers and?
All kinds of things.
Yeah.
It is. It is whatever you
Yeah,
can imagine.
Right.
At this
So
point.
I'm kind of moving around, like sniffing, licking vines, touching my horn to it,
All right.
like getting
now
a
you're
feel
getting
of like
sick.
it's not horn.
I'm
not.
so joking.
I know.
Sorry, I smacked my mic. Smack my mic.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Okay.
get a feel
Yeah.
literally for what's
If
happening.
you canter,
Yeah.
that will subtract 1 from the roll. And if a rainbow glow
Oh yeah.
begins to emerge from your horn
I
and
have
fill
that
the room,
ability, yeah.
then I will give you another -1. So that would
Okay.
put you at 6.
Okay.
What
yeah.
time is it?
Huh?
What time is it?
It's like 7 in the morning or so,
Oh damn! I can't believe I'm up.
or maybe more like 9 or 10. Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
everybody
it,
partied
it
pretty
can
hard.
be 7, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
gonna change it's gonna change how that reaction happens. You're already fucking with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the plants.
Oh yeah.
1, 2,
7.
3, 3.
It's a 1.
No.
a one,
Oh,
so two.
so 2 successes.
But 2.
Two
Okay.
successes.
2 successes. Okay. So it takes a little longer than you expect because these plants are a little weird. They're not the kind of plants that are used to seeing something like
Right.
you.
So I'm getting to know
And-
them as well.
Yeah, and they're a little hesitant because they're in a very weird place, and they've kind of gotten used to it, but this is a little strange as well. You can hear them sort of murmuring, like, "Should we really trust this guy?"
I bet if they just
it's-
were to grow and like
Yeah.
get to where the window is a little bit,
Yeah.
I think they'd be a lot happier.
Yeah, and they're like, "The rainbow is kind of pretty, okay," and yeah.
It's so cute.
and a rainbow flash fills the room, and the plants just start to
light that they need.
yes,
Yep.
they just start to explode in growth by about 75%.
Whoa.
Yeah, 75%
Is it
more
amazing?
plants.
Is it terrible?
Yeah,
That's almost double.
yeah. But that's 75% more bandwidth.
That's 75% more space.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
true.
And now 2 people are bursting.
Yes, yeah, as
Yeah.
Krister and
As I'm like licking vines, like
And it's like not even
Yeah.
noon
We
yet.
can come back.
Guppy rushes in and starts like
Or
like
not.
bouncing around
Yeah.
with and like playing with a vine and like
Fallon likes
pouncing. Yeah,
Guppy.
yeah.
There's a
Nah.
sign on the
You
door.
totally have to show Krister what you do.
did you have a
There's
tie on the
a-
door?
The whole
There's a
computer
there's a sign on the door that says like sensitive equipment keep
Yeah.
out. Like it looks from the outside like a janitor's closet.
Oh, we just came right in. I'm sorry.
I think the burst of light
She
has
doesn't
woken
mind.
up Fallon, who is not a morning person.
Of course not, because you
Yeah.
stay up till like 6.
Yeah,
and you're,
they're not a morning person when they sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of an always person if people are around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the ziggurat of Red Bull cans.
And yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
The ceilings aren't actually that high, but like it goes.
This is magnificent.
What did you do?
I think totally jump into bed with you, like just like sitting on the bed
Into
and just like
windowsill?
yeah, like tap tap tap. You totally have to show him. Like he's never
are you
seen.
doing
It's
in my-
amazing.
Please
What
show me
is
what you do with
happening?
the plants.
Why are you
And
here?
the computers.
It,
The computers.
What time is it?
Well, you invited me to stay here.
It is
Yeah.
not even noon.
It is not.
Do you
noon.
not have common
There's-
decency?
There's food though.
I don't know what
Chocolate
time
chip
it is.
pancakes.
Oh, it's 11:11.
I'm not.
And Krister looks like this is the most amazing thing that's ever happened. Right?
That's quite late.
It's late.
11:11?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's my favorite time of day. I love it.
Is it really?
Every day.
I think I died.
Twice.
Twice.
2 times.
I died. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So
Show me your
Show
trick
the
with
computer.
computers.
I died.
all I did
Do
was
with computers.
Yeah.
they looked a little tired, so I helped them. See, there was a light,
Here, just
and
get
they.
in the bed.
They
Watch the
They
computers.
don't. They don't. I get. Fuck.
He helped.
Like
But see, they're greener now.
Fallon
and
has
the
just like
leaves
knocked
are broad.
everything aside and is like holding what is like a terrarium with wires coming out of it, and like now a little overstuffed plant.
I think I totally shoved into your hand because I'm sure Maggie knows it's like some totally disgusting caffeinated crazy drink.
Yeah.
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 It's like the Fallon Cola.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's like here.
Yeah.
I'm
This'll
like-
help.
Yeah, she like takes it.
And a breakfast hot pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, is that coffee? We ran out of coffee months ago.
Oh, we can get coffee.
Oh. Coffee has
Did-
made such improvements.
Has it?
Did he help it?
What?
Did he help whatever I'm doing?
Why don't you roll intelligence plus computers?
Alright.
It's probably
Because
a
here's the
lot.
thing. I think
And-
actually that's what they needed.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think so too.
And why don't you spend a point of glamour to just sort of infuse it and see what happens?
I want to point out that when I spend a point of glamour, do I get another die or? How do I just-
No, I just.
I think Seder is what
spins
computer
point.
plants crave.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I have a lot of dice, but I am not
Yeah.
rolling well.
I'm the great taste that tastes great together.
yeah.
9, 7.
No,
That's a 90. That's like 8 successes.
Six.
It's a 1.
There's a 6.
It's a 6. I don't know
That's
what
another
the
6 right there.
threshold was. We just rolled here.
6 usually.
It would be 7. Sorry.
All right. Well,
That's
there's
okay.
1, so
a 9 and a 7.
yeah, that's 3,
And a
4
7.
successes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Finally.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So, your search algorithm suddenly starts beeping, and your tablet just starts going bing, 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 bing. And you're just getting a series of notifications on your tablet of every reference over the last 24 hours to jewel crowns, to trinkets, lost and found, like all of the search algorithms you had created to sort of crowdsource possible solutions to this riddle, all start pinging suddenly.
I apologize if I've overstepped my welcome. I wasn't thinking.
I don't know what you did, but I think you fixed something else.
Is that good?
I don't know.
It sounds good.
Perhaps I should leave.
Remember, this project was to talk to plants, basically, and now, who knows? I think you fixed it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you talk to plants?
Sometimes.
Can you ask the tree to move?
I've moved trees before.
It just needs to lean farther in.
Oh, it doesn't have to lift its roots out?
No, it just needs to lean over.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. They're trying to solve the problem of light coming in through their window. Blinds did not occur to them yet, yeah. But still, oh, shit, okay, fuck, shit,
Just
Yeah. You're
The
like,
tree just goes.
there we go. Yep, that's yeah.
Right, yeah.
yeah.
It helps to have the right person for the right
it?
tool.
Indeed.
I mean,
I think
like,
you
Job.
guys should
Right
totally...
job for the right.
I'm still gonna, I think too,
Again, I apologize if I broke anything. I don't know what I was thinking. Just I was a little drunk still.
they just launch into this explanation of, like, the project, which is again, the plant Wi-Fi, somehow.
I think you get the
Yeah.
big
It's,
eyes,
like,
flare
lots of
nostrils,
words. Yeah. And I think you helped it. Like they're very excited, and like they're just showing you plants and like attached to things. And
What
I
in
think
the
you fixed it,
blazes
and I
is
think it's going to-
happening in here? Maggie
and now
appears in the
Maggie-
doorway with
So
a tray of cappuccinos
Hello.
and Reginald. Good morning,
What
my
a good
sweet.
time we had last night.
Didn't we?
Yes,
Here,
yeah.
a coffee.
Thank you.
It's not what you're used to, but I
Is it?
think you'll like it.
This is enchanted.
She brings each of you your
Maggie.
favorite drink. So,
But-
yeah,
It's not as enchanting as you are.
Right?
Captain.
He is quite the knave.
You see how charming
Right?
he is.
Saucy.
Saucy,
Right.
devilish,
Devilish.
handsome.
Amazing. Right?
Quite a beast in the sack as well.
You don't say.
You should give him a whirl.
What about you? I've heard.
A lady doesn't kiss and tell.
Oh, but
No,
I
a
would.
lady doesn't.
She's fantastic.
Oh, stop. Go
I
on.
won't.
now that
That's how I mean.
now that I've explained thoroughly, can I look at my tablet and see what those search results are? Like, is there a good way to?
Yeah,
do that?
why don't you roll perception plus grammar.
All right, keep flirting, guys. Like, that's fine. This is what I'm doing while you do it.
I've heard you're deadly with a pistol.
Oh, hush! Who told you such nonsense?
It had to be one of these two new ones.
She taught me everything I know.
You're kidding me.
I mean, I haven't learned everything she knows, but everything I know is from her.
Nobody's learned everything I know, my darling.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, I had an entire life before I came here.
I need to hear about this.
Quite adventurous when I was.
Really?
Yes.
So you're familiar with the captain and
Biblically.
Lorenzo.
Biblically.
What about Penelope?
Biblically.
Where is Penelope?
Oh, Penelope, I haven't seen her in decades.
She hasn't passed?
Well, I don't know.
Was gone for so long, I don't know what to assume anymore.
So long. I haven't seen her since at least 67?
What?
68?
I
Right
assumed
before
it
the
was
moon
the
landing.
50. What year is it?
It's 2019, my dear.
Yeah.
Oh.
What year did you think it was?
I assumed it was the 50s. That's 100 years after 1900, isn't it?
50.
Did they not do math 100 years ago?
It's
I thought you had
unimportant.
to have math to sail.
You do.
I was gone
Well,
for a
yeah.
year and a day.
Theory.
No.
These calculations mean nothing.
You're amazing. I think you might not be a great sailor.
Charlie, I love you.
Westmoreland was supposed to do these calculations.
Westmoreland? Oh, you dear sweet fool.
He assured me. Well, that's on me.
He has no concept of time. Oh, dear. The plants look lovely, Fallon. What have you done?
That was
Yeah,
all
what did you
in.
roll?
Two successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's your question?
I'm just. I'd like to scan through what we've got and see what is the most. See what looks. If anything jumps out as being like, oh, that would make sense as the jewel crown lost.
Oh,
Because again, I'm very I've gone through. Past has come to port.
yes. Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out which jewel, which crown, if something stands out as being more important than anything else.
Okay. Roll a d10. Roll a single die.
There's a 2.
2. Okay. All right. There are 2 very specific things that come up. One of them is that there was a heist that happened at the Metropolitan Museum of Art last night, where a medieval crown was stolen.
Well, I had nothing to do with that, and I'd just like to say that now.
And it is described as jewel encrusted.
Awesome.
And then there is another hit, which talks about it mentions that roll intelligence for me. Just intelligence.
Okay.
I'm randomizing here. Just for fun.
1.
Oh, it's a 10.
This is a 1 though.
Yeah.
So one success.
2 successes.
2. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, 1 success because
Yeah.
Doesn't the 10
But
count
the
as
10,
2?
I got
only
a
with
1.
a specialty.
No, only
One-
she has a specialty.
I do have a specialty.
Yeah.
Oh, then
Yeah.
the can.
I
The
have
10.
logical. I have
Oh,
a
that
4,
would work,
I have
yeah.
a 4 in intelligence.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 2 successes.
Yeah, because
I
the one would cancel out one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
2 successes.
Yeah. So there doesn't seem to be anything else that is indicated, but you notice there's one article that sort of pinged, and at first it seems like it doesn't make sense, but then you realize it's talking about the Corona Borealis, which was known as the I can't remember. It's but is often referred to as the diadem, and it is an atmospheric phenomenon that is known as the crown. And it was supposed to appear last night, and it did not.
Weird.
Yeah.
Is this like, how are you finding it? Is this like something you're reading out loud, or?
They so they had to run a search last.
No, I mean, is
yesterday.
this like
Oh yeah.
out loud, or
No, they're
you're just
looking-
reading something on a screen, or?
The demeanor is completely shifted. If you can read the room, they just went from like very excited to very quiet.
Oh yeah, I'm good at reading the room.
But they're not saying anything yet. But I'm gonna message Tommy, who's probably still at work.
Oh, it's known as Ariadne's diadem. That's what it is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message Tommy at work and Maimrie wherever she is.
Yeah.
Oh, she has her phone with her all the time.
I'm sure. And say that I think I found something. Prophecy.
Yeah.
But like has no poker face, but hasn't said anything either.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's
Weird.
what seems to be pinging right now. There are lots of results from all kinds of searches relating to different parts of the prophecy, but those 2 specifically kind of pique your intellectual curiosity.
Good to know. All I want to do is get you guys all out of the room now.
Well, I think
Yeah.
that would actually be like if Fallon wants us to leave, I think
Yeah.
I would probably pick up
Yeah.
on that and be like, well, why don't we all go get breakfast? because
Yeah.
I'm sensitive
Well,
to that
it's
sort of
it's
thing.
not
Yeah.
again. It's not that. It's that like they've just gone completely quiet, and you don't know why.
Yeah.
Because, again, they don't share things.
Yeah.
Or talk.
I think
When
maybe
they're
if I can do a little narrative
Yeah, of
control,
course.
I think Fallon kind of focuses in and just sort of starts staring at the tablet screen, and the rest of you kind of get that sense like we're in their space, and they're clearly like dialing in on this, and Reggie just kind of politely suggests that you all go downstairs and have
Yeah.
a nice scone or something.
Is that
Cards
like
on
is that a crystal ball of some kind? Or?
I don't think so.
Rectangle.
cards on the table, they still don't really trust you or Krister. Not because you've done anything wrong, but because you've showed up kind of randomly.
Mm-hmm.
So, just that's what you're working with.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. A little bit of metagaming here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Krister is walking with Charlie down the stairs towards the little kitchenette where they're going to have some breakfast, Krister kind of stops you a little in the hall as Reggie and Maggie go on into the kitchenette, and he says, I would like to ask for your assistance in something.
Of course.
And I know this sounds rather opportunistic, but I have an adventure that I think you would enjoy quite immensely.
Sounds interesting already.
It happens to take place many fathoms beneath the sea,
Really?
and I have no idea what's going to happen. Would you like to join me?
I would love to join you. This is tailor-made for me.
I thought it might be.
Excellent.
Serendipity has a way of finding me when I need it the most. And with
I
Reginald
think
back,
that's fair to say. Mm-hmm.
with Reginald here, I think your friends will be in good hands for a moment.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think Fallon is a big fan. Because it's totally like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 We'll be back before the clock strikes 13. And he pulls out his Sharpie and
Excellent.
he draws a circle on the wall. And there's the shimmering, and you see just the deep sea.
Yay.
And he kind of grins and just dives in.
and
you-
then the total, start to dive in, but as I dive in, totally the metamorphosis into the seal.
the seal, yeah.
seal form.
And then Guppy, like, woof, 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 and then, like, jumps in right after you.
Yeah.
Yay.
And then the
And puppy paddle.
and then the whole shimmer shut. So.
Yay!
And that's where we're going to end tonight. Yeah.
Adventure.
Yes. Spoiler alert: Gina's not with us
I
next
know.
episode. So
But somebody is.
I know! I'm so excited.
You know what? This is so fucking cool. 'Cause
I know.
You rock, by the way. This
And I'm
character
so
is
sad I'm
freaking
not going to be
fantastic.
here.
Dude.
I love
only
Reginald.
because
I
of
know,
that.
right? Yeah.
Best
Right?
guest spot.
Oh
ever.
my god! Yesterday, so I texted Jason about, as I mentioned before, and he's like, "Oh yes, absolutely." And then it was a little while later when he texted me. He's like, "What about an anthropomorphic unicorn pirate?" Or
Hard drinking, cigar
Hard-
smoking,
anthropomorphic unicorn. Yes, and he's like, "Is that too much?" It's like,
No, it's Changeling.
no, It is not too much. It is just the right
my God,
amount
you're-
of much.
you're-
The
correct
Starbuck
amount
from
of
the original Battlestar Galactica.
Am I? I don't know the
Right.
original
Maybe.
very well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's that guy's name?
I have the
Dirk
DVD
Benedict.
set.
Yeah, Dirk
Yeah,
It looks like
Benedict.
the
Cigar
Cylon
is
head
hot.
Yep.
with all the special features in it.
Yeah.
Pretty fantastic.
Space pirate
Oh,
kind
beautiful. I continue to fall in love with all of you every single time we play this game.
I love this game so much.
Good.
This is fun. All your
Me
characters
too.
are so fun. This was
Oh
great
my
to
god!
jump into.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just beautiful and a blast. So we'll be back in 2 weeks from now, and Rob will be back with us.
Yay.
Gina will be away from us,
of.
but
On the
Dad's
great
back.
Midwest.
yes, Dad will be back, and we will see what happens when Reggie and Tommy meet again for the first time in 100 years. So, yeah, probably, yeah.
You guys in your sex.
Face mics.
Right? So we're going to put up a schedule in a little bit,
Yeah.
but first, let's talk about Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jason,
Is there a
do you know
Kickstarter
anything
going?
about Kickstarter or anything that's going on with Kickstarter right now?
Hello, I'm Jason Mills, and
We've had a lot of fun here today.
I got you. I was waiting for you to take a goddamn drink this whole time. So I'm running a Kickstarter for my game called Demigods. It has 10 hours left
How
on it
dare
or
you.
something.
Yes. Yeah.
8:44 a.m. on Thursday. It will close.
8:44 a.m.
Yes.
What did we learn?
Yeah, I learned a lesson about starting your Kickstarter at 8:44 a.m. Don't is the lesson to be learned there. Start it at noon. It's just as good. It's
All right.
that's 3 o'clock on the East Coast. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
You can do it at noon. It's fine.
What is your Kickstarter for, Jason?
There's an
Yeah.
RPG called Demigods where you play the children of gods, and it's using the PBTA system. And if you'd like to go participate in that, it has about 10 hours left. If you're listening live, if this is recorded, sorry about it. Go to the pre-order page.
Yeah.
Demigodspbta.com will get you whatever it is you're
Are there
looking for.
examples of actual plays of demigods
There
available
are
somewhere?
on this very channel.
Holy
How
crap!
would
yeah.
one find those?
There are 2 actual plays. There's Revelations and Monsoon. I think there's at least one
There's a
one
one-shot.
shot.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a couple.
Yeah.
It was my first game on this show and
Yeah.
our first game together.
Was
so
that
That's
the
right.
one with the war pig?
It was the one with the war
Yes.
pig.
Yeah.
Yes.
With Stu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stu the war with
Yeah.
the war pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Clara, Stu, and Kimmy. I
Tappy,
think.
Kimmy GM'd. Tappy was the other.
That's right.
the-
Kimmy GM'd. and
Tappy
was
as the son of the god of mycology.
Yes, that's right.
The game that made me go, should I keep epic steeds in the game? Wait, give everyone an epic steed. That was the game design that came out of that.
Yes.
So the answer was yes. Keep
Mm-hmm.
epic steeds in the game. It's a game about the half-mortal children of the gods, where they're going around having adventures and they have superpower. Not
Yeah.
superpowers. That's crazy. But
Yeah, they have superpowers.
Always
they have
weird.
divine abilities.
Well,
Yes.
Tell everyone where they can follow you on Twitter
Yes.
because I didn't get since
yeah.
you were a surprise. I
Yes.
don't have you up there.
It's at It's Probably Okay. And also, when the Kickstarter wraps up, in case you're listening to this much later, we'll be rolling everything under the Probably Okay Games.com. That is the new sort of company that we're setting up.
Nice.
So
Brilliant.
that's going to have Wendy, my wife, does these amazing Etsy projects. So that we're going to roll her Etsy under there. It's just all going to be Probably Okay Games. Games that are pretty okay.
They're better than pretty okay. But check
Yeah.
out Jason's Twitter.
Yes.
Because he's gone through the playbooks with the art and then
Oh,
descriptions,
yeah.
and it's
Oh,
glorious.
the art is so
So
good.
good.
Yeah.
Amelia Vidal did the
Yeah.
concept art. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amelia Dahl for the concept
At
art,
Blue Troller.
Minerva Fox
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
Blue Troller for the front cover and the
Beautiful.
back cover,
Yeah.
Yep.
which came out today,
It looks so good.
which has all of my feelings in it.
Oh.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
It's everything I needed in the
Yeah.
final moments
Yeah.
here of the
Yeah.
Kickstarter. So
Yes.
check it out. Let me know what you think.
Yeah. It is
and-
massively funded already.
Yeah.
I think 500%
Yes.
funded.
Jesus.
There's a huge art expansion unlocked. So
Yeah.
it's going to be amazing. You really need to back it. These
Oh,
are
and I should say thank you to everyone who has already backed it.
Yeah.
I already had a good cry earlier today, so I don't need to have another one now. I'm overcome with emotion for the support, and I just thank you to everyone.
If you are also overcome with emotion and also love the Demigods Kickstarter and game, which I do as well, and I back, he will also be at Gateway 2019.
That's true.
He will. I believe that you'll be doing a seminar there as well. Well, he'll be talking about demigods and the like. And I'm pretty sure that we're probably going to have at least a few sessions of demigods running either in Games on Demand or on the regular schedule.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in playing, meeting Jason, and asking questions about his Kickstarter success, come on down.
I will be running at least one
3.5
session.
more weeks.
Yeah, in like 3.5 more weeks.
I'll be running at least one in Games on Demand because I'm a big fan of the Games on Demand format, just
Excellent.
the service
So am
that
I.
they're providing. And
I
it's
am
awesome.
I'm going to try and run my first con game ever. Not including the ones that I've
AP,
streamed. Yeah, I did an AP that was streamed, but this will actually be like an actual legit con game. It might be in Games on Demand. But for those of you who are also current Broadway fans, it will be called Demigods Hades Town.
Oh.
So if you like Hades Town as well, if you like Hades Town and RPGs, you absolutely must back Demigods. You will love it. But I will be doing my Hades Town setting, or the Hades Town setting of Demigods. Is my plan to do that. So you can come to Gateway and hopefully get in on that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Anyway,
Tune in next time for for the hawk horn.
The Hawk
The
Horn.
hawk horn.
the hawk
The
horn.
mohawk horn.
The Mohawk
Oh,
horn.
Mohawk.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes, the hawk horn.
Although
I might
Oh my
be
god.
freaking-
Oh my god. That's Newt's
The
new
mohorn.
band. It's the hawk horn.
That is definitely new to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
God.
I already started one band called Ice Cream Felony today.
Yes,
That's
yeah,
true,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And let's not forget what was it? Goat Beard? No, what was the band? There was a band. Oh, Goat Hawk.
Goat Hawk. Yeah, I forgot
Yes.
about it. That was a long time ago.
That was a different campaign.
And
Anyway, sorry.
one last plug: Shadowrun every other Sundays.
Yes.
So we just had it this Sunday. Session 0 Mondays is what I
Monday.
said. I don't know what you
Monday.
heard me say.
Totally Monday.
Definitely
Yeah.
said Mondays.
Yes.
So just 2 days ago we started session 0. Session 1 is in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So tune in and
Yeah.
tell us what you think of it.
Any of the rest of you in games?
And
Other
on
games?
Sundays,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have Stu's
Yes.
Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Murmurs in Darkness, I believe is what it's
Yep.
called. And dude, that game is just incredibly entertaining and fun.
Cannot
and,
wait
and a
to
lot of
start
really
that.
good characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. With
So-
Pooja and Kimmy and
yeah.
CA Dave. And
One
Yeah.
day I'll play a game with Pooja because I feel like we would get along.
Right?
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
is
it
one of
is
the most magical
awesome.
individuals I've ever met. in my life.
That's just
Yeah.
a fact.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hard facts. We're going to put up the calendar. Thank you for joining us for Clockwise Court. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. And everybody have a magical time. Keep dreaming, okay? Bye.
Yep.
Bye.